that, wonderful people of Emerald Dragon? It is I, Rictavio, and we have a very special production this evening.
Wrong campaign. Get out of here.
Turn my camera off. I'm done.
All right. See you later, guys.
No.
Right.
Alienating Luke.
Well, we will be back with our Curse of Strahd campaign next week. And pick up with Tomb of Annihilation the week after that. Until then, peace.
That was the end. That was the end.
Oh,
you need to do the beginning.
Oh, I thought no, everyone just quit on me. So.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Wait, does that mean should I take us to the stream ending screen then?
I don't know. Should I continue?
Yep.
We have a very special session tonight. Tomb of Annihilation. Oh, we are going to the jungle. Oh, how fun! Okay, I'm done.
I for one am really happy. I love Rictavia.
Me too. It brings me so much joy to play Rictavio, and it brings me so much sadness to see you guys repeatedly facepalming when I play Rictavio. But we'll work through it together because we have a great group here at the Emerald Dragon. And tonight we're playing Tomb of Annihilation. Paul, how about you tell us more about that?
Tomb of Annihilation. What's not to say about that fun adventure? It's not dangerous. It's like a walk in the park. It's a breeze. No one ever dies. It's a great campaign as far as you guys have experienced thus far. So, with this walk in the park, extremely easy campaign, Luke, why don't you tell us what character you're playing tonight?
All right. Well, my name is Garathor. I am a barbarian. My brother has fallen to the Black Orchid, and my other companion of a half-orc has also fallen recently. And that is what I have for you. Also, he's good at cheating and not telling the DM what his actual crit number is and getting extra bonus points. But if the DM doesn't notice, it's not cheating.
Well, the DM did notice, and the DM gave you a special phone conversation last week.
The DM doesn't notice during the game, it doesn't matter. And the damage still counts.
Yeah. See if you guys can catch it out there. Kaylie, what character are you playing tonight?
Bonsoir, everybody. Je m'appelle Silky. I am playing a kobold monk. I'm new here. Apparently, a lot of people have died, so that's exciting for me. I'm excited to see what happens.
Very nice. And Alex, who are you playing tonight?
Oh, yeah, tonight I'm playing Iranae. High Elf Swashbuckler Rogue. And follower of Timora, that fucking bitch.
What do you mean? You've been so lucky this campaign. It's been great.
I mean, all right. That fickle bitch.
And Brad, who are you playing this evening?
I am playing Alastor Eltan, formerly of the Flaming Fists. Let me tell you, folks, life is just a match of dragon chess, all right? You have to think 5 steps ahead, or even 20 steps ahead, if it's possible, if you want to make that final move, get that checkmate, and emerge victorious. And that's what we plan to do out here in the jungle, all right?
Very nice, very nice. All right, so last we left off in the Tomb of Annihilation, you guys acquired a puzzle cube after defeating some gladiators. You guys worked strategically. You had feathers. You had Silky, a newcomer to your group, and you bested those terracotta warriors with spears, placing their spears in some other warriors' hands, and then eventually the puzzle cube emerged, and you guys got your first cube. Then after spending an evening doing some investigation, you guys went to another shrine and fought a mysterious froghemoth, and once again, you guys looked great. Your party was banging on all cylinders as you bested this mythical beast called the froghemoth, leaving you guys where we picked up right outside of another shrine. And that is where we left off. Are you guys still called the Power Cats? Because Power Cats, what would you like to do?
So this is stairs going downwards, correct? And it's in front of us, and the cube is just hanging in there.
Yes, I will read this one more time. And did anyone write down the clue from last time?
Yeah, I'm just trying to load up my notes here.
I will read.
Something.
Kubazon
Yes.
urges us to tread without fear and give back as much as we take.
That's it. That's
There
it.
you go. Inscribed in Old Umoan. And this heavy door pushes open. Steps descend to a ledge overlooking a pit of sharpened stakes. An alcove on the far wall holds a pedestal with a stone cube resting on it. A relief carved into the back of the alcove shows a monstrous frog with tentacles fighting a crane. And that's it so far. You guys have a staircase in front of you. There's a giant pit with spikes, and then this pedestal. I'll bring you guys over to that screen again. I'll take you from the landing page.
Beautiful.
All right. So, you guys descend down the steps, and you come to a little edge of the platform, and it seems like right in front of you, where the pedestal is it's just a straight shot, pretty much.
I would like to check the stonework immediately around this landing pad that we're on, for lack of a better word. Check around the base of the stairs for traps. Just see if there's any mechanisms or anything that might be triggered where we just step.
Investigation roll. First roll tonight. Set the standard, Alex.
23.
Ooh.
Not bad. Not bad.
Oh, that's the
You
gold
check.
standard.
Yeah. You check for traps. You check the floors, and you kind of look around. Seems to be all clear. You're confident, too. Feels like you did a good job.
Alright, well, this immediate area is not trapped.
If anyone has any objections, I don't know what this clue to leave what you take means. But I'm thinking about using my movable rod and just chunking myself over there and just grabbing the cube and coming back.
It does not sound like that is what they want us to do. It sounds like we need to make a sacrifice or an exchange. Leave what you take.
Yeah, but I mean, like, what's the equivalent of a cube, though?
It is in measurement, weight rather than quality. Maybe something that weighs the same. We would be leaving as much as we took. We could find a rock.
That's a good point. Hey, Alastor.
What's that, Iranae?
Are those two cubes we've got, are they standardized?
They appear to be about the same size.
Similar weight to you?
DM, would you say?
What's the object?
Are the cubes that we've retrieved so far the same size and weight?
Yes.
Yeah, about the same weight.
Garathor,
Mm.
you got any jars about this size?
I do believe I have some extra jars.
I mean, I know they won't be exact, but like close, maybe?
Well, let's see. If we fill it with dirt or sand, maybe we could make it weigh the same.
That was my thinking exactly, yeah.
All right. Well, I would like to take a jar and I would like to fill it with dirt or sand or gravel or rocks or whatever is right outside around here, and try to make it weigh the same to the best of my ability.
Okay. Make an intelligence roll and make it a GM roll, please.
It's a GM roll.
Could I assist Garathor on this endeavor? Garathor, do you need some help?
Putting rocks in a glass jar? No,
Well, it's
I'm
a
okay.
precise. It's got to be a precise measurement, Garathor.
Would you like to do it, friend?
I offered to help, but I'll do it if you're not feeling confident.
I hand him the jar.
This temple requires that we feel confident in our actions, Garathor.
I hand the jar over to my buddy.
All right, I'll do it.
/GR D20.
Okay.
1d20.
And add intelligence to it.
Yeah. So you can put plus at the end, or I can just add it in too.
All right, so that all is going to be plus 4.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, Alastor takes this jar and takes the cube and kind of weighs out that and grabs some things off the ground. Weighs them again in his hands. Looks very carefully at both of them. Takes some rocks out. Puts some dirt in. And is very careful about making sure that they're about the same weight. And yeah, you feel pretty good about it.
While they're doing that, I would like to reach out and touch this spike.
The spike's on the ground, and I think it's a 20-foot drop.
Oh, I did not realize that was as big of a drop as it is.
Sorry, 30-foot drop.
My apologies.
I guess that is... Steps descend to a ledge overlooking a pit of sharpened stakes. The pit is 30 feet deep.
Okay.
Well, I got this jar here, and I feel not the least bit of fear in my assessment. It's a perfect weight.
Well, I would like to salmon ladder across with my movable rod.
Okay.
Which is
I would like
also
to
fast.
stop him before he goes and like, do you mind if I jump on your back and go with you? I feel like we should team up, you know, in case something happens.
That feels like extra weight. This is going to be a difficult task.
I will have you know I am 25 pounds.
I will grab you by your shirt and pick you up. Grab on tight. And I grab an extra rope. So I have my movable rod already tied to a rope, tied to my waist. And I'll grab the end of that rope and I'll tie it around and make a little harness for Silky. And have her grab onto my back.
Okay.
And I will start my salmon ladder, movable rod.
Okay. It's about 20 feet across, so that shouldn't be too hard for you, especially if you get a running jump. All right, we'll make an athletics check. There's always a chance, but the DC is going to be pretty low. All right, that's enough. All right, so you jump and click the rod, and jump and click the rod, and jump and click the rod. And just as you're about to get to the pedestal, you jump over, and like it feels like you're gonna swing and kind of land on the ledge, and you go boonk, and you hit like a wall of force that's right there. And you're just like, you put your hand out, and it feels like you're touching a wall, even though it's completely invisible.
Garathor?
That's right here.
Yeah.
Hold on, I've got an idea.
Yeah, anything helps. As I'm just like hanging there by a rod with Silky on my back.
Make
Sounds good to me.
Athletics check, Garathor, and it's going to get increasingly more difficult. You're still okay.
I would like to run outside, grab a handful of dirt, and scatter it in front of the steps.
Okay.
Like right in around like this area.
Okay. You go and grab a handful of dirt, and you fling it out into the spiked area, and it just, you see it collapse to the ground. And as much as these spikes look like they're kind of well positioned on this map, they are nasty and all over the place. Like, if you fall down there, you're going to hit at least probably 2 or 3 of them. But yeah, the dirt falls right to the ground. Garathor, make another athletics check, please.
While we're hanging there, I would like to wrap the rope that he gave me last time around both of us and attach it to the rod so that he doesn't have to use as much of his strength.
I'm still moving the rod. It's not yet. It doesn't really. Let's see.
All right, so you got about another 20 or 30 seconds, Garathor, and your DC
I'm gonna turn around and start. I'm gonna turn around and start salmon laddering back.
Okay. One more athletics check to get back.
I will clear the landing pad when I see him coming back.
All right. Garathor, since you have been hanging there for quite a while and the DC has gone up, as you're salmon laddering back, Silky, I need you, as Garathor is not nearly as smooth getting back after his first initial jump, to make a dexterity saving throw as he chunks and you almost slip off as it is not going very smoothly. Okay. So after a huge chunk, Garathor like misses his click. Like when he was supposed to click, it's about half a second after, and he falls down about 10 feet, and you go chink, and he clicks it, and you almost fall off, but you scramble back on his back, and Garathor's like, and he manages to click it a few more times and get up. So you guys are back on the ledge safely.
Guys, so there's a wall over there. Mr.
How do we
Magic,
tread
Mr.
without
Magic
fear?
Man.
How do we tread without fear here, guys? I mean, I'm just gonna say it. I tried to tread without fear out in the pond. All right, so I already gave it the old college try. I fell right in. The swampy water was very unpleasant. So, Garathor, I volunteer you to just confidently walk out into this area.
Over the spikes, yes. Excellent.
Without fear. Do you think you can do that?
I am fearless already, sir. And it didn't let me in.
That should be no problem then.
Yeah, well, there was a problem because it's not what you think. I'm fearless.
Well, what's the worst that could happen then? We have ropes.
If it helps, I'm pretty good at falling. I'm pretty good at catching myself when I fall, and I don't fear death. So, I mean, it might be the better idea for me to try. You can tie a rope around my waist. If I fall, you can catch me. But I don't mind trying.
Would it be a sign of fear if we take insurance protocols into account, such as tying ropes?
We could try it with the rope and then try it without if it doesn't work.
Yeah, you tie the rope around your waist, and then we'll just, we'll leave it on the ground, and, just in case, then we'll pick it up, right?
Yes, sounds exciting. I love it, yes.
Oh, great.
Yes. I'll take my rope and I'll tie it around myself like a harness, and then I'll just kind of toss the rope behind me.
I'll grab
With how much slack? Maybe 20 feet?
Yeah, probably about 20 feet of slack.
Perfect.
And then I'll look at the party and just take one step over the ledge. Totally confident.
Brad,
Can't hear you.
I can't hear you, Brad. Paul.
You're walking straight out in the spike pit?
Walking straight out into the spike pit confidently.
All right. Well, you take a step out straight into the spike pit, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay.
We'll pick up the rope as soon as if she seems to be falling.
22. All right. So you go to take a step, and you put your foot out and about to put it down, and you're not sure what is going to happen. And as you put your foot down, you kind of stumble a little bit, but you realize that as you put your foot out, it feels much like the wall of force that Garathor put his hand on. you see kind of a shimmer, like a translucent blue spot form right under your foot, which seems to be right in line with the way to the other side. And your foot lands, and even though you slipped up a little bit, you don't fall or anything. It's just tunk, and you kind of turn back, and all seems to be well for that first step.
Alright, so it doesn't work when I throw the dirt on it, but it works now. That's just magical bullshit.
Well, dirt
All
cannot be
magic is
afraid.
bullshit. I'll throw the jar of dirt over to Silky. Like, all right, we'll be waiting over here.
Okay. Do keep an eye on the rope just in case, yeah?
No,
Sure thing,
you got
Silky.
it.
Good luck. No fear.
It is not hard to. I don't get afraid. Okay, I just go ahead and start marching forward.
Hey, doof, doof. Just, it seems like you're gonna fall. You can see all these spikes with it seems like some kind of poison is on the tips and they're going all sorts of ways. You kind of look down for a second and are a little nervous, but you put your foot down and you find solid footing with each step. You make your way all the way across. You see a pedestal with a puzzle cube. On this cube seems to be a frog-looking creature.
Specialty, but I'd like to take a quick look at the pedestal and check and see if, I guess, check for traps.
All right, investigation check. Okay. You do not find any traps.
And the only thing over here is the pedestal and the cube.
Correct.
Perfect. All right then. Indiana Jones style, I'll grab the cube and put the dirt on top.
Okay. So slowly you take the cube and you have your jar of dirt and rocks. You make the exchange. Make a dexterity check. Not that you can
Just a
really
check?
do too bad at it. A check. To see how smoothly you do this. Ooh. All right. You make the exchange. You grab the cube and you put the mason jar filled down. It kind of topples a little bit and then settles into place. You just like hold your breath for a second. Nothing happens.
Come back. Silky, come back.
Real fast, I'll just pat the pedestal and say, thank you, Kubazon. You are very nice. And then I will turn around and make my way back to the other side.
Okay. Once again, your feet find purchase mysteriously on a seemingly invisible platform, and you make your way to the other side. Puzzle cube in hand.
I go up to Alastor and I just look up at him and I hand him the cube. Like
Great
a tiny puppy
job.
bringing back the ball.
Silky, that was very well done. I pat her on the head.
My ears go back and I just smile.
That was excellent. I think I look over at Garathor. You could learn a thing or two from this one. I put the cube in my pack.
And what is that, brother?
How to tread without fear.
Oh, okay. 3 down. 6 to go. Where's the next temple?
Where's the next temple?
GM, if you can bring us to El Mapo.
I can.
Yes.
You also have the map in your...
Oh, just kidding. It's in our...
But I can bring you over there as well. I'm trying to
Player's map of Omu handout? Okay. Yeah, it's nicer to kind of zoom around and navigate on the bigger map, in my opinion.
I agree as well.
I agree.
So we only know where these 5 are. We don't know what's north. Is that correct?
Yes, the ones that are highlighted now. Yeah, those are the only ones I know about. Question is, how eager are we to start backtracking here? Push into the unknown or retrace our steps? the further we go that way, the further we go back to the UNT camp
I
out.
was gonna say I thought you were trying to stay away from the UNT as long as possible, so I figured we'd be just going straight up from here.
Yeah, I finally found it. Man, I had to do some digging in this module. There you go. Kubazon! Good work, guys.
Hey, I cut those
Beautiful.
little nuts on the top of his head off.
Yes, you
Yeah, you did.
Well, it
Wait, did we
seems
kill
like,
Kubazon?
Yeah.
You killed a frog hemoth.
Seems like all the temples have at least the consistent design of having like courtyards surrounded by walls. So we at least have something we can look for as we move north.
All right.
That was a good observation.
Guess we might as well head up north and maybe we'll figure out what happened to that strange barbarian lady.
Yeah, that was weird. So we have this map in our hand, like in the game, correct?
Of Omu?
Yeah.
No, this is your visual memory from when you flew over it.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And also, Alastor probably has some rough map version of it, so he probably has an idea as well.
Yeah, it's probably just enough to outline where we've already been and where we are now. The north is a big unknown.
Well, I think we should
So-
head up along the cliff, which is right next to where we are. We just head north and
Just
start
keep
looking
heading
for-
along the
Head
cliffside.
along the cliffside. We should find some another cube of some kind.
All right, how are we doing with health, with resources? Do we need to rest for an hour or so?
I could take a short rest.
I
but
would
I'm
appreciate
upper-
the rest.
Yeah.
I
Sweet,
could
a short-
also
Yeah, it
use a
does
short,
need a half an hour.
short one. All right,
And it
I
is-
start just a little bit up north, maybe in these shrubs here, or even right here. I'd like to ritual cast Liamon's tiny hut, please.
Okay, no problem. And it is getting close to dark, but we determined you guys all have dark vision, correct?
Mhm.
So,
hmm
to some degree, you guys can operate at night. Okay, so you have about, I would say, after that battle, which didn't take long, and I know it was about 7 o'clock at night during the battle, it's probably about 7:30, 7:20, 7:30 right now. Sunset's in about 2 hours.
Alistair, the cube that you already found was from directly south of the UNT ringed city, right?
That's correct.
Alright, just making sure.
Oh yeah, so we can mark this one. Yep, perfect. So here's I want to share my map with Iranae. So this is after we get the hut up and cast.
Hut's
I
up.
assume? Okay.
No problem.
Yeah, so I have some rough areas here. Feel free to mark potential locations. I know it's pretty crude.
It's better than nothing. And we need to figure out how we're going to get to the one on above the fucking lake of lava.
I imagine we should use that robe we have, that shadow step robe.
Yeah, unfortunately, at least from what Alistair told me, I believe I can only bring one person along. So that's risky.
One person along. I have some of my own means to get over there as well. So potentially three of us.
I can always use my rod.
That's true, it's a big gap, but you're a strong motherfucker.
If we do it from the northern side, it should be the smallest distance.
I can jump.
How far can you jump?
Mechanically, I don't know. I need to figure that out.
Mhm.
But
It's about 100 feet.
oh, not that far.
Yeah, you can't jump that.
I did not know that. Okay. Maybe not that far. Okay.
Also, Alistair, I can't remember if you ever took the chance to take a look at the other two items that we had. I know I've got the Cloak of Uteo on, but we had two more.
Which ones were those?
That's the thing. Necklace
It
of
was a necklace?
adaptation.
Yeah.
And
Resistance
armor of
against poison.
resistance.
Yeah, okay, so I think I did take a look at all those actually.
I know we haven't distributed them at all.
What
So-
what are you talking? What do you have? What is going on?
We have
Nothing?
acquired magical items.
Oh, what do they do? Can they make you fly?
Not quite. This one, kind of flare my cloak dramatically a little bit. Lets you travel quick.
And then what are the other 2 items we have? Because I got my magical rod, and that's kind of all I need.
I'm sorry about
Do
that.
you have all those identified, Alastor? Did I send those to you?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, then we've got armor. That,
Studded leather.
yeah, studded leather that's resistant to, well, something I don't exactly remember, to be completely honest.
If you have those links handy to what magical items they correspond with, Paul, would you mind sending them again? My notes are a little messed up as well. Do we still have paints?
Yes, we do.
Might be able to do something with paints. What could you imagine painting to get across a gap that wide? I'm not the most creative.
I mean,
A pair of wings?
I don't think they work quite like that. You can paint something and it becomes real, but there's limitations to it from what I understand. It can't create something living.
I could just paint a tiny thin bridge.
Well, that's the other thing. I have to have something to paint it on. I can't paint on air. Although I suppose I could paint like a 500-foot plank of wood on the ground and then we could shuffle it over, but that would lead to its own problems.
It could be fun though. But yes, I suppose practicalities. Once we figure that out when the time comes, yeah, we don't need to do now.
Yeah, do you... Alastor, did you happen to get a close enough look to know exactly, or at least approximately, how wide that gap is?
Yeah, I think it's about 100 feet.
Well, if it's only 100 feet, I might be able to... Okay, I could, we attach a rope on one side. I fire the other side over with an arrow. Then I dimension door over. Grab it from the arrow. Secure it more securely on that side. Fire a rope back. Make a little rope bridge.
That could work. I know you got a little ladder on that robe of items there. Maybe that could factor into it too. Maybe those paints, we could come up with something real clever using all the things in tandem.
Yeah, we'll think on it.
I like your thinking though. Good ideas. This necklace, by the way, it allows you to breathe normally in any environment. If you get attacked with some gases, poisons, for example, or even some breath weapons, you have a better chance of coming out unscathed if you wear this necklace. This armor gives you resistance to cold damage. If you don't mind, I might hold on to this necklace.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah,
Do you
so
want it, Silky?
I mean, I was thinking I do a lot of close combat. If I get stuck in something, it sounds very helpful. But if you would rather have it as someone who is much weaker than me, who dies much easier than me, you can keep it if it makes you feel safe. Plus, I don't wear armor, so it makes no sense for me.
I'm sitting there holding this necklace, looking at it like, you know what? This isn't really my style. And I hand it to Silky, and I rub my little handlebars. Garathor, you got some food? I'm starving up in here.
Oh, it's time to start cooking. What does the armor do again, by the way? I missed the what the items did.
Protection from cold damage.
For the armor?
Yeah.
And that's studded leather?
Yeah.
Are you taking that?
Well, the way I see it, if anyone else can wear studded leather, they should wear that one, because mine is not magical, so it will not adjust size. And while it would be hilarious watching, for example, you try to squeeze into leather armor designed for a 5'1", 111-pound elf.
That's what the armor size is?
No, that's what my armor's size is.
Oh, gotcha.
Magical items will adjust their size to the person putting it on.
I was going to say, I could probably see studded leather. That's DC 15 or 14?
That would be AC...
ACDC.
I know, he totally just like...
12 plus your dex.
Oh, actually, it doesn't even make sense for me then.
Yeah.
So I'm good without it. And the necklace does what?
Makes you able to breathe in any conditions.
I mean, I have no problem wearing that, but it's okay. Yes.
No,
He just kind of...
Yeah,
Silky just kind of takes the necklace and she hesitantly holds it out, thinking you want it, but you can tell in her eyes she really wants it.
Yeah, I grimace, and I just it's fine. And I go and I start cooking some food. What do we got? What do we guys want to eat tonight?
You guys making a fire? Just curious.
That's a good point.
It's
I
night.
mean,
Sunset-ish.
Hey, question. Do we want to just take a long rest and hit it real early in the morning?
I'd like to keep moving at night. We've already
had a short rest, so I can't.
No, we just finished a long rest. No, we finished a long rest last session.
Yeah, I think we finished a long rest right before we got into the temple.
Yeah, right before the temple. Yeah. So.
Oh. Yeah. So.
Yeah, we actually had fresh feet when we got in there.
Question, DM. So once per day, when I finish a short rest, I can expend my spell slots. I think we've taken a long rest and a short rest already in the span of one day. It doesn't reset after a long rest, right?
Your spells, you have arcane recovery, correct? So you can get a spell back through that.
Once. Correct. Once per day, I can do that. We've taken a short rest and a long rest probably within the last 12 hours of game time.
I think a new day sets every time we take a long rest, right?
I don't think we've already taken a short rest today.
It should specify on the ability. It should say you can use this once per long rest. So if we finished a long rest...
There is a limit. Right.
If we finished a long rest and we take a short rest now, yes, you should be able to use Arcane Recovery.
Alright, it specifies once per day, so I'll look again.
Typically once per day means once per long rest.
Okay.
With other abilities.
DM's discretion.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, I'll allow it if you haven't. It's per long rest, and there is you can only take so many long rests, so we'll just assume that that's the day.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
Garathor.
Very specific question. Thanks.
Yes.
All right. Look, apparently I'm the only one here who can wear armor. So here, I'm gonna take off the cloak of Ubteo and hand that to Garathor. It's not armor. Spend an hour with it, and once a day you'll be able to Dimension Door.
I will take this, and it will be used correctly. And I like whisper over to Iranae. And if shit hits the fan, it will be you that comes with me.
Just give Garathor a wink and go to change into the other armor.
I'll prepare some relatively bland rations today, but I will use some cardamom and some just some regular spices. Nothing crazy, but just to make the rations taste a little better. I will not strike a fire up.
Do you want me to catch you a rat? I'm very good at that.
I'm sure you are, and I bet I can make the best rat you've ever had, but we can't roast a rat. If you want a raw rat, I could throw some licorice powder on there for you, but yeah, I think we're okay.
Right, you all cannot eat it raw. Oh.
No,
Well-
we have big people diets.
If I see a rat, I will catch it, and you can try. It's very good, I promise.
I will cook it up for you, but it's all yours. I believe that you should only, you should eat the things you catch. It's a half-orc tradition.
Iranae
So
just
you guys-
laughs from the other side of the camp.
You guys finish your short rest. Doesn't seem to be any issues. You don't hear any T-Rex footsteps or anything else of note. And the sun is now just cresting below the tree line, and it seems to be pretty
use
dark.
one hit dice.
Silky, I forgot to mention with that necklace, you're gonna need to spend some time with it. Really try and focus your energy on it, and make it your own, or else it won't work.
Could I have spent the short rest attuning to it?
Yes, you and Garathor both can attune to your items.
I would like to go up and just hug Alastor's leg. Thank you very much.
Yep. You're welcome. Now, I'm gonna tune to this here book. Start looking through my spell book, getting my spell slots back.
All right.
I don't need any magical items. I am the magical item.
Where to, guys?
Garathor, do you have any good food, by the way? Are you gonna make anything good? I've been hearing a lot about your prowess.
Are you willing to risk an open flame?
No.
Then it's not happening. It's called the Maillard reaction, and I would need flame in order to really activate the flavors within the food. I know it's
Was that some sort of magic?
I mean, it might as well be.
culinary, yes. Culinary magic, yes.
It's from the ancient red dragon, Maillard.
The
He used to
Maillard.
breathe fire on his food, and
Yeah, the dragon of Maillard. Oh, there's a good one shot there for you.
the Maillard reaction in D&D.
The origins of Maillard.
Next campaign, guys.
Canon.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Silky is chasing a dragonfly, trying to catch it and eat it raw.
Okay.
Alastor, I've marked a few more locations that may be worth checking out, approximately from where they were in my memory. Gives us something to head towards at least. Also,
That's as good as anything.
what does this this fancy magical studded leather armor look like?
This was given to you by the merchant prince.
Yep, by
correct?
Zindi.
Xanthi. It's traditional Chultan, so it has probably some bright colors. It's blues and reds and feathers and vines kind of crawling all over it, and it looks like a warrior's, like a Chultan warrior's type of studded leather. And then of course it's got the studs, but it's colorful like most things from Port Nyanzaru.
So it's actually pretty similar to the one that I bought then, except mine was just red, I think. and it was honker hide, but it was the Chultan style.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And now I'm curious what my necklace looks like.
Your necklace
Looks
Necklace
like a
of-
necklace.
adaptation.
It's a necklace.
Well, it's got different colored different colored small rocks and stones from different parts of Chult. So it has some seashells and some different parts from the things that you could mine out of the Chultan mines. So it's got like a little bit of jade and a little bit of silver, and there's about 8 different types of rocks and different trinkets from other natural parts of Chult.
So cool. I love that.
And it allows you to breathe in any environment, including underwater and a vacuum, I have just read. So make sure to remind me of that if you fall into a vacuum anytime soon.
I don't think
Got
they have
it.
the technology for that in Dungeons and Dragons.
Well, they have the technology of magic, so you would be surprised.
Is everybody rested up?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, keep your eyes peeled. Let's move out.
First one's not too far north from here, just on the other side of that elevated road.
Do you want me to lead the way? I can sneak around, see if there is anybody up ahead, make sure the path
Silky.
is clear.
Silky, you are just full of great ideas. Thank you. I would love that.
Silky just kind of is proud and just kind of smiles. Just like, okay. She just kind of takes her staff and shoves it on the ground. It's like, are we ready?
Oh yeah.
Lead the way.
Okay. I would like to stealth ahead, probably like 30 or so feet ahead of the group, and just keep an eye out for anything that looks not very friendly. And Feather's body. If I see Feather's body, I would like to know.
Okay. So you guys go to about here, along the ridge line. I need a group stealth check, please. And Silky can make a perception check in addition.
Did no one else use any hit dice in the short rest?
I was undamaged.
I wasn't hurt.
I wasn't hurt.
Yeah.
Then why did you guys want a short rest?
I got my key points back.
Got my
Oh,
spells
okay.
I get
back.
my key
Gotcha.
points back.
Gotcha. I'm like, what the?
Come on,
Sorry.
Barbarian.
Barbarian
All
problems.
about hit points,
Barbarian problems. My bad. Like, what the fuck? Oh, shit. Barbarian problems. Barbarian problems. My bad.
Okay.
Man. Shut up about your problems, man.
Garathor keeps talking as you guys are walking, and no matter how many times you tell him to stop as you guys are stealthing, he keeps talking about the food and how much better it would be cooked if he could use the Maillard reaction. You keep telling him to shut up, but he won't. Silky, you don't see much besides the backs of these buildings, but you do feel like you're pretty stealth, and you make it up to this corner ridge here, and you see a lone palm tree and a couple more buildings
Could you re-point out which corner I made it to? I didn't see that.
right here.
Okay, perfect. I just turn around and give the group a thumbs up with my little dragon claw. Wait for approval to keep going.
I give a thumbs up.
Every time we roll stealth checks, I'm reminded that I'm the only rogue in history to not give myself expertise in stealth.
That's Swashbuckler, bro.
All right.
Lordy.
Good to know. Where are you going, Silky?
I am going to probably stay between the buildings. Don't want to really go out onto the main path. So probably more through this. Oop, that's not the right one. Through this general vicinity.
Okay. You head up through there, and I'm assuming you guys follow at a distance. Garathor
DM,
trips once.
I would
trips
like
once
to-
more and makes some more noise, and he's really becoming a problem at this point.
I would like to peek in one of these buildings here, just out of curiosity.
Okay. Make a perception check. You peek in. You can see, like, some of them are fully standing. Other ones seem to be in ruins. Actually, most of them, in fact, all the ones you look into are in some state of ruin. There's vines overgrowing them. There seems to be cobweb and like a smell of a place that hasn't been entered in a long time. Some of the ceilings collapsed. It's pretty dark in there, but your dark vision, you kind of do a quick scan. It looks pretty much abandoned. As you quick look into another one of these buildings, it looks like it was someone's home. Just doing a quick scan, like you see some toppled over furniture and some cabinets and a bed that's overturned and broken, and once again in ruin. It looks like a ruins of a city.
Nothing valuable?
If you want to take some time, you can investigate.
I don't want to slow up my party, so if it's
Okay.
a reasonable thing to do,
Yeah, if you're just doing a quick scan, you don't see anything valuable from just the doorway.
sure, no problem.
Okay, Silky, make one more perception check. I'm assuming you're about right here.
Mm-hmm. Come on. Yeah.
All right. You do emerge, and you look left and right. It kind of looks like there's a corridor here, or an alleyway, and you see the main street to your right. And in front of you, and a little bit to the right, you see what looks to be a covered wagon. The wagon is also torn up in ruins, like the covering of it, like an Oregon Trail wagon.
I will cartwheel back to the group and just report. It's like, there's not a person up ahead, but a wagon of some kind. I did not see anybody, but it's not normal.
Alastor, did your troop bring any wagons or anything?
No, definitely not. We tried to travel as light as we could. I mean, the jungles are so thick. I don't know how a wagon would ever get here.
That's a very good point.
Must
Assume
have
it's a
been
trap then?
must be here for a long time. Yeah. Were there any markings or anything of note on this wagon?
You guys catch up to Silky, and you all see this wagon. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
$14?
14. You check. So you're just kind of doing a scan, like a 360, walking around the wagon?
Maybe from the back side and just like either side. Not exactly a 360.
Okay.
And keeping a little bit of distance, maybe 10 feet.
Rotting flower petals litter the ground around it, and you see a bee's nest in the wheels. Freshly cut garland of jungle flowers hang on the wagon's tongue, so where the animals would be attached.
Well, there's some fresh flowers over here, guys, and there's a bee's nest, so don't poke the bees.
But
The
they're so
flowers
tasty.
look odd. They look like they are intentionally placed there.
Somebody put some flowers there. Should we just? I could burn it down right now.
Oh, this looks
we're
like
trying to be stealthy here. That seems the opposite of stealth.
Yeah, with Garathor on this one, I mean, I doubt snakes find much beauty in the flowers of the jungle.
I mean, they're just bees. How big are these bees?
These are honeybees.
And it's nighttime, so it's like, are they even out?
They're you see a couple stragglers heading in, but it seems like there are heading in as the sun is about to go beyond the horizon.
Do you think they would produce like wildflower honey or maybe like some meadow foam?
It'd probably be more of a tropical honey, something a little more tangy, a little more sweet and refreshing. A little more citrusy. Make a good mead. Hey. I think it is worth checking inside the wagon. It is something unfamiliar. I do not hear anybody. I'm very familiar with wagons. I do not mind taking a look.
And maybe just take a quick peek, all very stealthy-like.
Does the cover of the wagon look like it could be removed simply? Like, if someone were to just like pull on it, could it be pulled off?
It's already in disarray. It looks pretty old.
Okay. Silky, maybe, yeah, get ready to look, but I don't know if you guys knew that I could do this. I unholster my wand and I cast Mage Hand. I'd like to stand 20 feet away from this wagon. This hand appears and I'd like to pull back the cover from the wagon.
Okay. I believe Mage Hand is 5 pounds it can hold?
10 pounds.
10 pounds? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I say with that you can... so it's already like a little bit tattered. Do you just want to pull it down, like through the?
Yeah, even if it takes multiple tries to just uncover the wagon.
Okay. Are you okay ripping the fabric?
I think I'll try to not rip it, but if it does rip, I'm not going to be too worried about it.
Okay. Make a dexterity check. Sleight of hand if you have it.
15.
All right, I'll say that you do a pretty good job. In about a minute of time, you're able to just a couple rips and tears, but you remove the fabric, and now it's just a bunch of empty rungs.
As you guys are watching this, I'm like, my tongue is out, like, I'm focusing so hard, and like a bead of sweat comes off my brow.
Silky just looks like, it's very easy to take off the, magic, I guess. Paul, this doesn't happen to look like one of my caravan wagons, does it?
No.
Okay.
Wiping my head.
All right.
What do we
I
see?
go check out?
You want to climb up in the wagon? Or?
Can we see anything now that the thing's removed?
Yeah, you want to walk up to the wagon, look inside?
No, the point of removing the cover was to try and view it from a distance if possible.
Okay. Make a perception check from a distance.
I really want to use Mage Hand. I really wanted to use it.
You remove the cover. You see some crates that have been shattered. You can't quite see, like, you need to be a little bit taller to kind of get a nice view down into the wagon. But you see some crates that have been shattered. It looks like it's been looted already, but perhaps there's some scavengeable materials in the bottom.
Yeah, I don't see anything. It looks like a bunch of crap. Silky, go check it out if you want.
I will hop up into the wagon, being stealthy, quiet.
Okay, make an investigation check. As you pop up, you just see a bunch of kind of junk and rubble there. It looks...
My specialty.
Okay. With a 15, you think that the wagon is not as old as the ruins and the buildings you've been passing. It looks like it's a little bit more recent. But in this rubble, as you're kind of looking around, you find just rocks. You find a few bolts, if you want them, and arrows. There's a short bow. And there is a note.
Ooh. I will take the arrows.
It seems to be wrapped. It's like a scroll, I guess I should say.
I take the short bow and I leave.
I don't care. Yeah. I will take however many arrows there are, and the note. And I will take the note back to the group and read it there.
Okay. There's like two there's two bolts for a crossbow, and then there's a short bow that looks it seems usable.
I will leave the short bow because I've already got a crossbow. And I will take the bolts and the letter back to the group. And open it up and read it. Without saying anything, without explaining myself, just open it up and read it in front of the group.
Okay. Well, you can read this.
Okay.
All right, Kaylie, let's go. I'm not reading.
Oh boy, here comes the accent. Rue, Devland has a lead on the Eye of Zaltek. The old goat found an obelisk in the north that marks the entrance to the Tomb of the Nine Gods. The eye must be within, but the door is magically locked. We think the secret to opening it lies in the holy shrines. We're headed into the ruins to check them out. God's willing, we will be back tonight. Rasna sees serpent people are on the prowl, so be careful. If you get into trouble, sound the swan horn twice and we'll come running. For the yellow banner, Lord Brixton. Does this mean anything to you?
I would like to grab the letter and or the note. God. Tomb of the Nine Gods. The Eye. Guys, this seems like important information.
Seems like exactly what we're looking for, but who the hell is the Yellow Banner?
Who the hell is
Paul,
Rue?
would I know the Yellow Banner, any of the names about the artifact, the Eye of Zaltek?
Make 2 history checks, one for the Yellow Banner and one for the Eye of Zaltek. So we'll do the Eye of Zaltek first. But go ahead and make 2.
First one and second one.
Okay. The Eye of Zaltek is a fabled treasure in the Tomb of the Nine Gods, and you know it's worth somewhere probably between 10,000 and 25,000 gold pieces on the open market. And it's a legendary item. Like, people all over the world would come looking for this, perhaps. It's a
How would people
treasure
all-
of note.
How would people all over the world know about it?
Books, like, really, just, I can maybe get you a little bit of background on that in a second.
Would it be rumored to have some sort of capabilities?
It would be, and I'll get you that in a minute here.
Okay, no problem.
As far as the Yellow Banner, you know lots of companies come searching for treasure. Not many have found Omu, but you know that people come from the Sword Coast to Port Nyanzaru, and you just assume the Yellow Banner and perhaps this Lord Brixton is one of these people.
Well, my friends, this Eye of Zaltek, this is astonishing that it's here. People from all over would kill for this item. Very, very valuable. The Yellow Banner.
Okay. I got a little description here. Found it.
Okay.
For centuries, this fist-sized ruby surmounted the Great Pyramid in Nexal, the capital city of the Maztecan Empire, which I have no idea what that is. This gem is a relic of the cult of Zaltek, and its dagger-like point was plunged into the heart of countless sacrifices. And that is what you know.
And just that it's rumored to have some sort of special power.
Yeah, this ancient empire used it for its
Sacrifice.
sacrifice for cult-like activities.
Sounds like a bit of a spooky gem then.
Yeah, spooky gem. Spooky gem is right. This yellow banner, I don't know exactly, but the only people crazy enough to come out here are, treasure hunter types. So I can
All right,
only
guys, I'm
assume.
gonna make this relatively simple. Iranae hopefully will back me up on this. But Silky, Alastor, clearly it looks like we are on our way to get the keys to this tomb. That's apparently what our goal is right now. I have no idea what this fabled eye is or what's important about it, but sounds like we are being directed in that direction if we're going to save the world. However, if I hear the horn of a swan horn twice, I will investigate, because if I have the opportunity to slay Rosnacy, I owe it to my brother and my fallen companion to obliterate this creature in the most defecating way you've ever imagined. It is going to be brutal. It is going to be bloody. It is going to be rated R 3 times.
NC-17.
It's going to be XXX NC-17. It's going to be bad.
Garathor, I'm 109 years old. I can handle it.
Okay.
I am not 109 years old, but I think that'll do.
We'll cover Silky's eyes.
I hope
Hey,
I hope you have a spell for that.
Hey, I'm
Because-
6 years old. I am strong enough and old enough to know what death is.
Silky, that's debatable, but we'll talk about that later.
Regardless,
Garathor, I understand. And I
we
think
will-
that's
I
exactly
will not
fair.
go running into combat myself, but we will at least be there to see the situation, because Rosnacy will die by my blade or Iranae's.
One thing I do know, Garathor, these cubes that we've been collecting, these are the keys to the temple.
So let us keep collecting keys. I imagine that a few of these probably have fallen into the hands of the other two parties, which are clearly looking for these keys. So I imagine we should collect what we can, keep on the down low. Traveling at night is an excellent idea. Avoid confrontation, because I have this chapter in my father's book that says, if you can, always third party. So we should definitely let them enter into conflict and then swoop in, and they should be all weakened, and it should just be, as I like to call them, one shot, and we will just knock them out.
Or, I mean, if we all have the same goal of saving the world, maybe we work together. I don't care about the treasure. I just want to get
bend
in.
down on a knee and I pat Silky on the head. I'm like, Silky, you are very nice and you are very sweet. Just follow us on this one, because the rest of the world.
I shoo his hand away.
The world
No,
is-
it's a logical decision. If we all have the same goal, why wouldn't we work together?
They don't have this.
Silky, we're all working together in this one. We have multiple enemies out there. What Garathor is saying is simply, let our enemies fight and come in and finish them off when they're weak. And it's a pretty logical assumption that they will be in possession of some of the other cubes. So let's take our moments. I think that's very well said, Garathor. I admire you said your father came up
Great.
with this tactical brilliance.
Great tactician, yes. It's chapter 16. If you can, third party.
Was your father a flaming fist?
Oh, he had some fists. Sometimes he was a dick. But he was brilliant. And I need to save him.
Huh. That's
We don't
surprising.
have time. We should keep moving.
One
I've
more
got a
thing
brother
before
and
we
a father.
keep moving. I just want to try and get an indication on how long this wagon has been sitting here, based on its appearance.
Make an investigation check.
13?
Hard to tell. It seems more recent than the buildings that you were just looking in, but somewhere between
100 years and today.
yeah, 100 years old and 3 weeks old. would
Mhm.
be your guess.
Interesting.
Hard to tell.
Well, I doubt we're gonna be hearing a swan horn, and it would be a miracle if these people were still alive. But let's see. Shall we?
Let us, yeah. I go ahead and backflip away and start doing my 30-foot ahead thing.
All right.
Wait.
Where are you going?
Just real quick. What do you think? Do we cross here? Or there's another crossing up right by the building that is worth looking at, but I don't know whether it's better.
I'm more comfortable sticking to the shadows.
Right. But it is nighttime. Perhaps we flip a coin for it.
Now that I can do.
Okay.
One is heads, two is tails.
Heads, we travel up north.
Alright, we're crossing here then.
All right. Lead the way, Silky.
All right.
Ooh.
Group stealth check, and Silky, make a perception check as well.
Did you say group stealth?
Yep. Right. I'd say overall it's still pretty good. Silky, you're being a little less stealthy. You guys can hear a little clatter and clang. as She's
Garathor,
making her
damn it.
He said
making her way up the
Silky.
stairs, kicking some rocks. But yeah, you guys make your way up. Silky, you glance left and right down the path. It seems to be clear to the extent of your dark vision, and you guys can head back down. The path seems to be elevated, so yeah, you guys can head down, and you feel like you did it pretty stealthily. You guys are now over on the other side here.
Unless my party says otherwise, I will continue heading north towards the highlighted temple.
I think we head straight there.
Okay. Oh, sorry. That was Garathor's poor stealth check. Sorry. Oh.
Shh.
Oh, I mean, 12.
I thought that was Silky at the end. No.
Oh.
Yeah,
Garathor,
my
know
bad.
how to keep a steak, damn it. I was joking.
Garathor, one more time, is clinking and clattering and hitting rocks.
I
And
just got a great axe again. I'm not adjusted to how big
Do I
it is.
look like I don't know
I've
how to
used-
eat, man?
I've been using a long sword, and I forgot to. I got so frustrated with the short rest that I didn't have time to wrap all of my bottles in separate cloths to keep them from clattering.
despite Garathor clattering one more time, you guys do make your way up north, and you do reach this building here. As you approach, cracked monoliths flank the entrance to this ruin. Saw-edged ferns grow in the courtyard between broken flagstones. A pair of stone doors provide entry to a large, flat-roofed ruin. It does appear to be a shrine.
The group, and I just thumbs up and indicate, come on up.
Nice. Great job, Iranae.
You guys heading in?
Just like to look around, see if there's any clues, any writing on any walls. Just like kind of do a brief perimeter check on the inside of the walls, just since it is dark, just to make sure that,
All right, well, we will switch over the map, and as we're doing that, right beforehand, and we move our tokens over, let's take a 5-minute break, and we will reconvene.
And welcome back to the Emerald Dragon, everybody. 4 adventurers, 1 journey, mystery all around. Will they solve the mystery? Will they end up in a pile of spikes? No one knows except for the DM.
And the dice.
And the dice tell the story.
Dice tell the story. Speaking of dice telling the story, I'm going to tell a little bit of the story before the dice are rolled. You guys approach what appears to be another shrine. And as I said before, there's 2 cracked monoliths. You guys should all see it's number 10 here, the center shrine. I have you guys moved to the courtyard. And as you guys are moving along here and peering into the courtyard, you see a set of doors in front of you. And you also see, actually, in the courtyard, a strange little rabbit with a unicorn spike on its head, which seems to be harmlessly just bounding through the courtyard. And it kind of looks up at you, and it sees you, and it kind of goes back down and hops a couple more times into the bushes.
Get an arrow. Someone get an arrow.
Silky just kind of looks at it, and she just like, her instincts are she wants to eat that thing. She wants to go eat that thing. She's about ready to take off.
I will throw a hand axe at this creature.
Okay, it's in the bushes right now.
Perfect!
Wait,
That's the best time.
It's the best time to throw axes.
you're just going to throw it right into the bush? You can't see it. It's a
Yeah.
bush.
Yeah, I'm going to throw an axe straight right to where I think it would be.
Roll with disadvantage. Okay, 11 does not hit. So you throw an axe and you don't hear anything, but you see this unicorn bunny scatter out to the right, and then it bounds up along the shrine walls.
I will go retrieve my axe.
I've seen one of
What
those.
is what is that?
I don't know, but I've seen one before. They're a bit skittish.
Cannot eat it, can I?
I mean, I
Well,
don't
I
know
tried.
how intelligent they are.
I just tried.
Oh, intelligent. Can I
Where did you
chase
see
it,
one?
or do we have other things to
No,
do?
we're not going to chase it right now, Silky.
Okay.
Where did you see one before, Iranae?
I'm trying to remember. It was one of the nights that we were camping. And
It was near the flaming shaft, I believe.
it may have been. This was a while ago, though. Anyway, I think I tried to like offer it some food or something, and I'm not too good with animals, so it just kind of bolted.
Huh. Seems like a strange creature to live out in the jungle.
Yeah, well, that's kind of why I wanted to be nice to it. It seemed like there might be more to it. I mean, it's not every day you see a bunny with a fucking unicorn horn, yeah?
No.
I was just thinking dinner for Silky.
Fair enough.
It'd probably make
well-
a fantastic hat.
But Iranae
Uh-oh.
mentioned intelligence. I don't know now. Now you mentioned it could be smart, and I don't think... never eat anything that can say its own name.
Well, if it's smart, it's not coming near me. That's for sure.
Okay, well, to the door, I suppose?
I'd still like to examine the courtyard to see if there's any markings or writing or anything on any of the walls.
Yeah, I was gonna try and do the same thing if possible.
I'll
All
take right, he takes left.
Okay.
I'll head to the door.
Make perception checks. And Silky, make an investigation check.
I gotta stop putting myself in these situations. I'm not very investigative. Never mind.
Okay. Luke, you're going to the right.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see anything. It looks like there's a hole in the wall as you look, and it looks just like a traditional rune, like it happened naturally from just decay. You don't see the unicorn bunny either. And Alastor, you really don't find anything in the courtyard either. Some more brushes, and it seems like it's an enclosed space. Silky, you see a strange writing on the door, which you cannot read. And you also see on the door a picture of a rabbit with a horn.
Mr. Alastor, I think I need you to read this.
Well, let me just read it then. I'm chewing on some of Garathor's leftover.
All right.
I'd like to read it.
In Old Umoan, the text reads, Ijin teaches us to take the path least expected.
Old Ijin. All right, guys. It says, Ijin, this god right here, teaches us to take the path least expected.
I would like.
Oh,
Go ahead.
think, am I crazy to think that means we need to follow the rabbits rather than going in through the main door?
I mean, that's pretty much what I was thinking. I was just going to circle around the place, look for a back door.
I think I followed the rabbit. Allons y. I'd like to go around the corner and try to follow the rabbit.
Okay. Make a survival check.
Ooh.
You do not see the rabbit anywhere in this courtyard. I will reveal the rest of it for you, though.
Well, what would be the least expected path, right? You would think maybe the door would be the most expected, but then you read this riddle, and then you think, well, that means I should follow the rabbit, which means that's the expected path now. And so maybe the least expected path would then turn around and become this door. Or we start digging. That would be unexpected.
I was thinking the exact same thing about straight through the door because they told us least expected, therefore hoping we would not go through the door.
I mean, I'm not familiar with these gods, but most gods usually mean what they say. I don't know if they would be wanting to play mind game.
Well, believing exactly what the god's saying would be the expected thing.
Oh no. You know, before we open the door, I think we should just at least look around the walls. I think, see if there is a hole or a thingamajigga to let us into the wall.
There's a hole in this wall. And I look at
Yeah.
the only thing I can see with my 2 perception roll.
Your group perception checks are already expended, unfortunately.
That's what I'm saying. There's a hole in this wall.
Unless you guys
a
want
hole-
to take
it's a
another
hole-
hour, I will allow you to make another perception roll.
It's a hole in the temple wall?
No. It's just the wall around the
courtyard.
temple.
The court wall. Okay.
Joking.
Taking a closer look at the walls of the temple itself, are there any places that might be designed as like what's the word I'm looking for? Climbing holes, like footrests and places to grip that would allow one to scale the wall easily.
Make a perception check as you search for footholes. You do not find any footholds.
Well, it would be pretty unexpected if we just created a large explosion, which collapsed the entire front of the temple.
I mean, I think maybe we should try the door before we do that.
I'd like
Maybe
to
it
go
is
see
a-
how heavy the door is. Give it a nudge.
You push it, and this seems to open pretty easily. It moves an inch, just putting your hand on it.
Alright, guys, what if I throw a heavy rock at it while we all stand at a distance? What do you think?
Throw a heavy rock at what?
The door.
I guess I would not be expecting that.
I could push it with my magic.
We do have a magic hand.
That we do.
Yeah.
I mean, might as well give it a shot.
Does that require you to use, some of your daily energy, good wizard?
Nah, I can do this anytime I want.
Do it.
I've known this since I was a child. Standing 20 feet away, I want to push on the doors with my mage hand, please.
Okay. It does push. You have 10 pounds, and yeah, the stone grinds a little bit, but you're able to push it open. And then, if you want to, you can push the other one open as well.
Yeah, both of them, please.
Okay. They open up, and you what was once a kind of the rabbit with the unicorn horn slowly disappears as the doors open, and you see a hallway in front of you.
Those must be some remarkably well-balanced doors.
I would say so as well.
I'm gonna move up to like right here and just poke my head around the door jamb and like peek into the hallway.
A 10-foot wide hallway strikes off into the gloom. Carved tiles depicting various beasts decorate the floor. And this is what the beasts and floor look like for the next 20 feet. And so the floor is this ornate decor with a bunch of different tiles. It goes about 10 feet high, and you just see moss and cobwebs like all over. It looks in ancient rune, kind of the rest of it. There's just coverings all over the place, but the floor is immaculate. There is just a couple pieces of moss, but you can see every single square, and it looks like this. Bunch of different animals going across the span of 10 feet.
I would like to grab a rock off the ground, if I may. 2 rocks, if I may.
Sure.
All right, guys. We are at the unicorn temple, the bunny unicorn. This could be very simple. This could be very difficult, but I'm going to go with the simple idea first. I'd like to toss a heavy stone onto the. From what we're looking at this picture, the bottom right. I'm guessing that's where we're closest to. Is the right side of the picture?
The
Yeah,
bottom
that is
right.
the south side. Yeah.
Yeah. So if I could place a large rock or toss a large rock onto the bunny unicorn looking, the bottom right tile.
Okay. You pick up a rock, toss it on. It's not hard, and nothing happens.
Okay, I'd like to then take a rock and I'd like to toss it to the opposite corner onto the zebra looking.
All right. Take a rock, hold it in your hand, drop it. Nothing.
I will
Maybe
admit,
the rook. Yeah, no, you go.
very surprised. I expected the second one to do something.
Yes.
Well, I mean, it is just a rock. Maybe it is not heavy enough to do something.
Fair enough.
What's at the end of this hallway? Can we see?
Yeah. Looks like there's a path and another wall about 5 feet after the path. A little bit more here.
Silky just kind of wanders up to the door and she just looks at the group and she's like, step on the unicorn bunnies, right? And she just like looks at the group waiting for approval to start marching through.
Guys, I think I'm gonna try this with the immovable rod. I think this is a Garathor moving along kind of moment. What do y'all say?
Go for it.
That would be unexpected to me, Garathor.
So I will make sure that I click my rod and then step onto the unicorn bunny tile.
Okay, so you have the rod like right there,
Yeah, so I lean it over, click, and then I step onto the tile.
and then you step on it holding the rod.
Yeah.
Okay. You step onto the It is called an Almirage, and you step onto this unicorn bunny tile. And you gain 13 temporary hit points. So go ahead and add that.
Okay. Deal. I will then unclick the rod and lean forward 5 feet. How are these tiles all 5 feet by 5 feet, or you said it's 10 feet wide, so they'd be 2.5 feet each, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so
yeah.
I would like to click my rod and attempt to jump to. So if you were to go, so the tile I'm on, I'm on. If you were to go three blocks up and 1 to the left, there'd be another bunny one. So in the 4th row, there's another bunny unicorn. I'd like to leap to that one.
Okay, make a acrobatics check. To do this carefully.
Acrobatics?
Acrobatics. All right. Well,
Jesus
you
Christ.
have no problem getting there. It's about a 10 to 15 foot jump. But as you're going to put down your foot, you accidentally hit the tile right below the bunny a little bit with your heel as you're jumping onto this bunny space. And as you do, out of the moss in the ceiling, and just out of nowhere, it seems like, out of this kind of, you can't really see the walls above you and to your sides. You see all these darts fly out and shoot right at you. Make a dexterity saving throw, and you do have advantage as a barbarian.
I am rolling so bad tonight. This is absurd.
That is a fail. You get hit by 3 darts. You take 8 piercing damage.
And
Oh no.
Oh.
24 poison damage. As you feel
My
poison
God!
coursing
Told
through
you.
your veins
I
from these
told
poison-tipped
you.
darts that just fly out. And you do land on the Almirage tile eventually. And you're just standing there. And nothing seems to happen, like as long as you're just standing there.
I somehow lost the tile chart.
It's in
Did
your
you put
journal.
that in the journal? Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Gareth, are you all right?
Oh, yep, I'm fine. I'm good.
Do you want me to do it? I am
what-
much more tiny than you.
Nope, I got it. What
You
was,
are being a pighead.
what tile did I touch?
I'm going to say you're straddling 2 tiles right now.
What tile was the one that set off the darts?
Make a investigation check.
I swear if I get high on this, I'm gonna be pissed.
You're pretty sure that it was the rabbit tile. As you think you were okay as your first foot hit, and then when your second foot hit onto the rabbit tile, that's when the darts flew.
Wait, the Almirage thingy
Yeah.
is what did it?
Yep. Your second foot.
Okay, I'm going to.
Take the unexpected path.
Right. I will jump. I just go for it, and I'm gonna jump up 2 blocks to the zebra on the bottom.
I didn't see that coming. Good job.
Okay. So you're in between the what even is that animal? I don't know. Oh, yeah, it says here. I think it's a warthog. Yeah. Okay. So you're in between the El Mirage and the Warthog. And what are you going to do? You're going to jump to...
I want to jump to there. There's a zebra, 3 from the left on the bottom.
3 from the left on the bottom. Oh, you're gonna skip a couple rows?
Yeah, I've been skipping rows.
Oh, which one?
I tried to jump from the first. Tried to go from the first little bunny unicorn on the bottom right. And I tried to jump 3 tiles up. 'Cause, I mean, I have athlete. I can long jump just standing still.
Okay. So 3 tiles up. Can you say north and south and east and west?
Okay. So, from the first bunny, I tried to jump 3 tiles up and to the east. One to the east.
Yep. Okay. Well,
yeah.
If you jump 3 tiles to the east...
No, 3 tiles north, 1 tile east.
You mean west, guys?
No, there's a north at the top of the...
North is pointing left, right?
Yeah.
So 1 to the west and 3... No, 1 to the north and 3 to the east?
No,
No.
I started on the bottom southwest, and nothing happened. I got 13 hit points on the bottom southwest. I tried to jump 3 north and 1 east to the next bunny unicorn.
Right.
And that's when I took a bunch of damage.
Yeah,
Oh,
and then you accidentally landed on the one, not only the bunny, but the one also to the east of that.
So I landed on the warthog.
Yep.
Okay. Now I'm just gonna jump 3 north and 1 west to the zebra.
Do you mean the giraffe?
No, there's a zebra.
Zebra would be 2
From
north.
where I'm standing. 2
2
north.
north.
2 north.
2 north, 1 west.
2 north, 1 west. All right. Go ahead and make another acrobatics check. Is that it?
Yeah, I rolled an 11.
Oh, okay. 11. Okay. Sorry, I was waiting for... all right, you land on the zebra, and you feel a little click and depress, but nothing happens.
I'm gonna try to jump all the way off.
Okay. From there, you can... I'll say you make it. You take a leap, and since you're an athlete, it's no problem at all. You make it across all of the tiles and land on the other side.
All right, I will then take my immovable rod, and I will look at Iranae. Be like, Iranae, catch this! And I will throw my rod all the way across.
Okay.
With the rope connected to it, so I've got the rope on one end, and I will ask you to click it, and I will hold it tight, and we should probably have Alastor and Silky crawl across it.
Before we do that, Silky looks at the others and she's like, I kind of want to just walk across the tile. I think I know what it is. Can I try before you guys put yourself in danger?
Go for it.
Sounds good, Sophie.
Okay. I would like to step on the same bunny to the southwest as Garathor started. And then from there, I would like to take 1 step onto the giraffe directly in front of me.
Okay. You make it, no problem.
Warthog next.
No problem.
Dragonfly, monkey, all the way up.
Okay. Yeah, you make it straight through. No problem.
And I just kind of look at Garathor and I just kind of tilt my head over to the side and I was like, if you had paid attention to the fact that the 2 things did not do anything, you could have figured that out too.
You just picked left. You didn't do anything special.
And I just kind of grab his shirt and I go, you make things harder than they need to be. Sometimes the answer is the simplest solution.
Okay, Silky. You guys want to follow along on the left? It seems pretty safe.
Yeah, I'll do that. Just...
All right. You walk across the left, no problem. Dunk, 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 dunk. You see them slowly light up and depress.
I'll follow as well.
Okay. You guys make it across, and the walls are pretty tight in here, but you see a path to your left and a path to your right.
What a ridiculous puzzle.
Well, the left was.
Ridiculous.
That was so easy, though.
You guessed!
I figured it out. It was pretty obvious. It was the path of least, like the most unexpected path. You just go straight. It's so easy. The left path.
Silky's got a point.
I didn't
I'm smart
expect that.
sometimes, guys. She's got high wisdom.
I wanted to throw Silky in the middle just for fun.
Go for it. She's
No.
dexterous.
Nope, it's fine. It's fine.
She just kind of looks at the group and just kind of goes, okay, so the left was the answer to the previous puzzle, so should we go right this time?
You tell me, Silky. You tell me.
So Garathor, I think from the tone of your voice you are upset with me.
I'm a little frustrated right now, okay?
Do you want to talk about it?
No. You're lucky I haven't killed you. You're a kobold.
Well,
Silky looks sad. She actually
A
looks really
feature.
sad by that.
a feature of these temples and just ruined locations generally are poison darts. And I think our friend here got struck with 3 poison darts, if I'm not mistaken. Could be the poison talking, is what I'm saying.
I'm fine.
Hang on, are you currently poisoned or are you just got poisoned? Are you
Good
suffering from
question.
poison?
I think about myself. DM.
Roll an intelligence check.
Damn it. I'm
You're
not
not
good.
thinking very highly of yourself right now.
Oh my god. Did I just get vicious mockery against me?
I think you
Do I
did.
have to take 1d4?
You asked.
Yeah. You didn't have to be so honest, Paul.
You could have just said how Garathor feels. You didn't need to ask me.
Asking if you were really poisoned or if you just took poison
Am I
damage. I didn't mean to
poisoned
sound
or is it poison?
psychological.
It's all good. I'll talk to my therapist tomorrow. It's fine. Normally I play D&D to get away from my problems. Anyways, moving on.
Characters are at a crossroads.
Emerald Dragon.
So we can't see like the corners of either of these hallways.
Is that where you are, Alastor?
Yeah. Oh, this is the corner?
It seems like there's a path. That's
I wanna-
close.
My
North.
head. Right here. See if I can see anything further.
Okay, you can kind of you'd have to go around the corner to see.
I would like to light a torch.
Okay, success.
Perfect. So I can see things better now. Just, anyone else want one?
I'll
Oh,
take a
it's-
torch. Garathor. Yeah.
I'll give a torch to Iranae and Alastor.
All right, mark down 3 torches.
Done.
I'm gonna go just poke my head around the edge of this side.
I would like to check for traps and then maybe take a step forward. DM.
Okay, make a perception check to look for anything funny. Okay.
10.
Make a step forward. And you see this much.
Uh-huh.
Don't find any traps. Iranae?
Alastor, which way do you think? That way first?
Iranae, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't just guessing here.
I bet the kobold knows.
Um, this is interesting. I would kind of like to, this is just a hunch. I'd like to touch the wall in front of us that is just a wall and see if there's anything, any secret doors or passages.
Sure, make an investigation check. You don't see anything. Or come upon anything.
Okay. I think this is going to be a roll of the dice. So, Iranae, do you want to talk to Timora and see, flip a coin? That tended to work for us last time.
Yeah, we'll hope she's in a good mood today.
Heads is left, tails is right. 1, 2.
Left it is.
Okie dokie. I think I'm going to take the lead on this one because I think Garathor is mad at me. And I don't want Alastor to get hurt. And I actually don't know how dexterous Iranae is, so I just feel like I need to go.
I'm upset.
All right. You take another step.
Mm-hmm.
To the north. Okay. Seems like it tees again.
One more step forward and then stick my head around the corners, both left and right.
Okay.
How high is the ceiling?
About... Oh, it goes down a little bit. About 10 feet high.
I just would like to tell the party, everyone please look above you. Just make sure, I swear to God, if another Chult wire drops on my head, I'll freak out.
Yeah.
All right, it's another T.
Iranae, I need Timora again.
I mean, you got to go
Actually-
pee. You can just flip.
Real fast, do I hear anything coming from either of the paths? For example, like running water or like the sizzle of a flame?
Make a perception check. Nope.
Okay.
Before we move forward, just taking Silky's lead, I would like to try my hand at finding perhaps any hidden passages along the walls.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
$23.
Okay. I'll say you move behind Silky for 2 squares or so, and you don't see any inklings of secret passages. You don't see any signs or anything.
All right.
You feel like you gave it a good scan.
I'm going to flip a coin. How do I roll a d2, y'all?
/R space 1d2.
Whoa. /R space 1d2. Left is 1, right is 2. Okay. I slowly and carefully start going left.
Okay.
And I make sure the group is following behind me.
And
Alright.
I whisper to Iranae, oh, look, left again.
And what square is it going?
Probably to the final one.
Okay.
Actually, can I change my mind, or did I settle it?
Cannot. Please make a dexterity saving throw.
Damn it!
As you feel the floor slightly depress as you step onto that square.
It's not always a bad thing.
Saving throw is typically bad. Only one. So you're lucky there. 1 piercing damage and 11 poison damage.
Here's the thing, though, and I don't know much about this skill. I have something called evasion, which if I need to make a dex save and I succeed, I only take, I don't take any damage.
That is correct, and you would take half, and now you would take no damage. So, right.
Yeah, assuming it's the same as the rogue's one, then
Nice.
assuming darts are considered an area of effect attack.
All right.
7th
So,
level.
using your monk skills, you everyone is impressed as you dodge out of the way of 3 or 1 dart, I suppose it is, that just like you matrix it a little bit.
I didn't take any damage because did I succeed the saving throw?
You did, yes.
Oh, I like evasion. Okay, I just look at the group and I go, okay, maybe to the right, actually.
Yeah, I told you. It depends on Timora's mood. Maybe we just pick the rest of them.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Oh
And
my-
I'm.
How did you avoid that dart? Oh my gosh.
I bet you went
I mean, I did go left. Yes, it's called evasion. You just have to move your body. You have to think with your brain on how to escape the situation.
Noted.
And I go to the right.
I can try and show you sometime, Alastor.
I do a
I
lot
would
of
like
thinking with this brain. I just think my thinking tells me that dart would have sunk right in this big old gut of mine.
All right.
I would
so-
visibly try to not look impressed, but I am impressed. But visibly, I'm stone-faced.
Silky grew up around monks and not normal people, so she just thinks what she did is totally and completely normal and doesn't read that y'all are impressed.
All right. Another square over.
Yep.
All right. Another T lies in front of you.
I'd like to stick my head, look left, look right without stepping on the further tile. And once again, I'd like to check and see if I hear anything or sense any traps or anything like that. Check for traps, I guess.
Make a perception check. Looking at the floor and the walls, can't really determine anything. See anything.
Alastor, I think it's your turn to choose, left or right.
What's the most unexpected way we could go? Probably up or down. Is that an option?
Is there anything on the ceiling?
You do not see anything but moss and cobwebs that are thick.
Can I reach
I
my
check-
torch up and see if I can catch the cobwebs on fire?
Oh, Lord.
Sure. Make an attack roll.
Okay. That's a 19. Yeah, it's a. Oh, sorry. No, that's a 23.
Okay. Yeah. You see some of the cobwebs start to ignite a little bit, and it seems like a sizable fire is starting to occur in the ceiling.
Guys, might want to cover your heads. I just kind of caught some cobwebs on fire. Not expected,
Hey.
though. Not expected.
Why would you do this?
Because fuck spiders.
That is a
Starting to
sentiment I can get
Starting to
behind.
expand a little bit.
Oh,
Maybe-
God. Can someone throw me up on the ceiling and I will try to pat it out?
Kind of want
Uh.
to see what happens. It's
Oh, we could
definitely-
burn.
Just cover your heads.
Oh my
All right, you
god.
guys gonna sit there and watch it burn?
Uh,
I am.
I'm gonna push ahead and go left and see what's here.
Okay. Thor's fire. More hallway. Yeah, it's starting to get a little bit hot. Like, you see things igniting, and it seems to be carrying up all 10 feet and burning mostly upward and starting to expand down the hallway.
Does it seem like it's revealing anything?
It's hard to see. It's mostly a blaze right now, or still thick, and there's like smoke that's starting to develop, and like you can see the smoke kind of carrying on the ceiling now.
We'll monitor that situation, Garathor.
I will keep an eye on it. You know, if they only did more trimming of the cobwebs and did some more undercutting, you know, this wouldn't be so bad.
Yeah, we'll let the housekeepers know after we're done with this temple.
We should probably keep moving though, because it looks like
Iranae, make a dexterity saving throw.
looks like Ernie's moving up.
As Iranae has been pushing ahead this whole time fearlessly. Four darts.
Oh.
Take 9 piercing damage. It's 2d6 per dart.
I assume that
Plus
that is
14.
a failure on the dex save.
13 is a fail.
I assume.
DM doesn't even know. It's just rolling for damage.
Well, it's half or it's full. I mean, he's going to take damage either
Well,
way.
because I have evasion also as a rogue.
It's 13. So you just made it. Oh my god.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh, no
So
damage?
so you dodge, much like in the way of Silky, you dodge out of the way of 4 different darts that, like, one flies from the wall, 2 fly from the ceiling in different directions, and another one flies at your feet and would have hit your ankles. And somehow you're like, dodge all 4.
Alright, other way.
Other way.
Silky goes the other way.
And just so you can see, yeah, it's a dead end there. All right, Silky, you go the other way. As you take this corner, you can see a door in front of you.
Let me check this one, Silky.
Yeah, that is a good idea. It also seems a little obvious, but
I see that it's gonna be that long. I'm going to start. I'm gonna say fuck it, because there's a big fire, and I don't know if that's continuing to spread or what.
You do see smoke starting to pour
So,
down the hallway.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna go ahead and say, you know what? Perhaps this is the time for expediency rather than thoroughness.
And
And I'm gonna just push the door open.
it's locked.
Well, we know what that means.
There's a keyhole, though.
Thieves' tool.
Hey.
I'm gonna do a rogue thing.
Our swashbuckler finally rogues.
I only have a +10 to this, so we'll see what happens.
11
only
it
a
is.
+10.
11 it is.
All right. 15 will do it. After some digging, it's close, though. You find the tumblers, and you hear a click, and you know that the door is open.
I'm in the back going,
Garathor, stop! You're just feeding it oxygen. It'll just get bigger.
right. Okay.
I can blast it a couple times with Ray of Frost.
Let's save your magic energy wizard
I could
stuff.
do this all day and night, Garathor. Don't worry about me and my magic.
I'm worried about you and your magic.
Well, stop it.
A shaft of natural light spills from a tiny hole in the ceiling onto a carved stone pedestal. An ornate stone cube rests on its surface.
It's the glowing shaft.
Should I grab it with mage hand?
I walk up to it, and I wave my hand above it just to make sure that there's like nothing there. No walls of force or anything.
You see a shadow form.
Actually, wait,
Natural
that's a great
lights.
idea.
I guess it would only spill if it was...
Moonlight.
Yeah,
Moonlight.
moonlight. There we go. Thanks, Iranae.
Yeah.
Thanks for helping out your DM.
Gotcha.
A shaft of moonlight spills from the ceiling. It does say natural light, so yeah, good interpretation. You cast a shadow.
All right.
Nothing seems to happen.
I yoink the cube.
Just straight up grab it.
Yeah.
I need you to roll nothing because you have Ijin's puzzle cube.
All right. Nice job, Iranae.
All right.
All right.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, Alastor, here's that. Let's get the fuck out of here. And
Oh, can I just poke my head in the room just to like look around the room, see if there's anything cool, any treasure?
Sure, make a perception check.
Perception. Perceive this. Ugh.
You don't see anything of note, Garathor.
Classic.
It is a very small room.
Okay.
If you took enough time, perhaps you could chisel away the pedestal, assuming it's not something reinforced by magic.
Not gonna take that chance. All right. I've caught this thing on fire. We should go.
Smoke is starting to pour.
It's,
Like you can smell. It smells awful, and you.
we
also,
should run.
As you guys start making
I
your
run
way
behind
back,
the kobold.
it seems ablaze in this hallway that Garathor set ablaze. Like the cobwebs are going now, and you also see smoke starting to pour out of the shrine, like up into the air, out of the entrance.
I'm gonna continue as we make our way out. I'm gonna continually cast Ray of Frost on the ceiling.
Okay.
I'll run directly in front of him so I can yank him in the direction that we need to go, so he doesn't run into any of the traps.
Yep.
While he's looking
I will,
up.
and I will lead the way, making sure no one goes the wrong direction or steps on the wrong tile or uses their pole to try to jump across.
All right. Ray of Frost goes 60 feet, so it can definitely reach the ceiling. Go ahead and make 10 Ray of Frost damage rolls. So 10d8, we'll say, in 10 seconds or so. Or no, 6 times 10. 60. So you take a minute.
These are all. Hold up. I'll just roll. Do you want me to just roll 10d8?
10d8, yeah. One roll's fine. So the average would be 40.
Question. When I reach 5th level, my damage increases for...
Oh.
But as
So-
a skilled magic user, I assume I would be able to, like, just make minimum damage and produce the desired effect. Perhaps
Just
with
roll,
an Arcana
roll
check.
20d8 for me.
Man, so this is what it's like attacking an Exalted. Throwing just 20,
Okay.
30 die.
I wanted to see the roll. So, okay, so you take a minute and you start casting Ray of Frost, and really what you have to do is... you can't freeze the fire. Like, you can't just freeze it. So you start freezing the things kind of around the fire in a containment field. And the fire starts to struggle to burn any further. And you feel like you're causing quite a bit of... like, you're stopping it from spreading. You have kind of like an ice wall now. But it still seems to be burning.
All right, and does that take us out the front door then, or?
Yeah, I assumed you're just casting it there in the hallway. Did you want to run out now?
Well, as we were making our way, I figured.
Okay, got it. Okay. Yeah. So you definitely, as you were moving, you feel like you minimized the fire from spreading. It's not going to spread throughout the entire temple now.
All right. Well, this will go out eventually. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, we should still make some distance. I mean, if there's enough moonlight to make a shaft coming into the room, there's probably enough to see smoke.
Shaft.
Yes, I agree.
I'm gonna
Okay.
stand right here, and I'm gonna wait for Silky to jump on these tiles.
I do. I go the same way that I did before.
All right. No problem.
That's what I would have expected, Silky. I guess maybe we got lucky this time.
I
It,
follow
you did good.
reluctantly and pissed offedly, and super pissed offedly.
Okay. You guys exit the temple, and you find yourselves once again staring out into Omu.
All right, so I may have acted brashly yet again. Sorry, Barbarian, but we should make some distance from this before it gets out of control. This time.
Let's keep going north.
Yes,
North
it is
is-
time to sneak because that is definitely a beacon alerting people that we are here. So, north we go.
Just along the
Yes.
wall, I assume, huh? Along
Yes.
the road, I guess.
Yeah, no, I think along the road would be better than the riverbank for sure.
And then we're heading for this temple right up here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what we hope is a temple.
Hopeful. Do we want to do the silky stealth?
Sure.
Oh yeah, we do.
All right, I do the same thing I did before. 30 feet ahead.
On this
right.
one, because I may not be super roguey, but I do know at least some of what goes into stealth. Can I, like, assist Garathor by, like, showing him, like, okay, this is how you should be setting your feet. This is what you should be looking for when you're stealthing. Like, trying to teach him some basics.
I will allow you to do that if you take disadvantage on your own stealth.
So disadvantage for me, but I would give
You
Garathor
give him
advantage.
advantage. Yes.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay. Why not? It's D&D.
Why not?
This, as all moments, Garathor, is a learning opportunity.
All right, everyone
All
roll
right.
a group stealth check. Iranae at disadvantage, Garathor at advantage. Ah! 10
I'm
for
like,
Iranae.
oh, I get it.
Everything just clicks in Garathor's mind.
Oh, don't step on the branches. Walk a little softer. Not heel toe. Oh. Ah! And he's taking so much time like watching my lessons that he like doesn't
Yeah.
even watch where he's going.
But that
All right.
recipe he was talking about earlier sounded pretty good, man. That reaction, man. Hope we can get some fire going. I'm just thinking about my belly. That's why.
Man, I'm hungry. Silky, you make your way 30 feet ahead, up along the path here on the road. And you get to about here. I feel like everyone's doing pretty well. Iranae is pointing out every single step for Garathor, and Garathor is like disappearing. Like, this is the stealthiest you've ever seen Garathor. Not a single sound. Silky, you get up to about here, and you see a courtyard in that area. Seems like some of the buildings are inward facing. But you feel more exposed as soon as you take another step. A little bit.
Okay. I stand and just kind of ask the guys to come forward.
Alright. You guys kind of
Uh,
regroup. You're all right here.
I mean, we can try to sneak through the courtyard. I think that's our only shot. We could try to go through the building in front, or we can try to stick to the wall to the left. Like, go through here, maybe. I don't know if it's a straight shot through.
There is multiple entities about that we should be fearing. They might be seeking shelter. I don't think they have Lehman's tiny hut like we do, so going into any buildings. This hour most likely would lead into an encampment of some kind, I believe, outside the buildings.
I'd prefer to stay out of buildings as well.
No.
Makes sense to me.
Okay. We are going to be more exposed than normal, so be on your toes. I will go first, and if someone shoots at me, don't follow.
I look back and I'm like, is that what people meant when they said on their toes, Iranae?
Also, Garathor, what the fuck? Where has this been this entire time?
You told me to walk on my toes, and if I knew what a light bulb was, there would be one.
A torch.
Right?
Yeah, but I just can't believe. I'm just very impressed, Garathor. Very
I
impressed.
put my hand on Iranae's shoulder. Thank you so much. Sorry, up on Iranae's shoulder. Thank you so much.
I'm actually one of the few people shorter than you.
Oh, I forget. All
Actually,
right.
5'1".
You're the second tallest person now.
Yeah, so we've got a 4'5", a 5'1", and a 5'4", and then we've got this tall, fat wizard. Sorry, chubby.
I'm 2 feet.
Big boned. Oh.
Big boned. Sorry, 2 feet, not 4 feet.
Like 5'8". I guess tall.
Tall for this group.
Yeah.
My goddamn
We should
jacket.
all have an advantage on. Yeah, right. We should all have an advantage on stealth. Anyways, we move forward.
Okay.
I will go first and just try to stick as close to the wall as possible and go, if I can, to the left of the building.
Okay, so you're going to try to get to this little alleyway here?
Oh, sorry. Yes, right here.
Okay. So you make it across the alleyway, and as you kind of look over, as you make your way out into the courtyard a little bit, stealthing. You feel like you're pretty stealthy. You look over to this building right here, and it looks kind of like a barn. Like the building is the entrance is a little bit wide, and you take about 10 steps out into this courtyard, and you start looking around, and you notice a dim light coming from this barn. And as you look over, you can see 2 men posted at the front of this. They seem to be human. And they seem to be talking like softly and like looking a little bit like they're posted there.
Do these men look like the men that I followed through the jungle?
Yes.
Okay.
Garathor, you are still like Iranae is pointing out every single step, and like you've never felt so stealthy in your entire life. All of a sudden, behind you, you hear this loud fart. It just rips ass, and it like tears through the silence. And Garathor, there's a smell that is toxic to follow it. But you like stop in your tracks as you hear this loud fart.
If only we were in a special necklace.
I'm like, if you do that again,
The guards point, look at each other and say, "What was that?" Grab your spear. They go in. One of them keeps looking, and the other one goes inside. And
Can I see real fast where I am and where the group is?
you're about right here, like by the staircase.
And the group is like still right behind me.
Yep, they're in the alleyway.
I would like to immediately start going up with my movable rod.
Onto a building.
No, just going up, and I'm going to try to get everybody over to the other side of the path, which is not illuminated, right?
So you want to go over the road?
I want to go over the road, but not up the stairs. I want to go just from the side.
Okay. Yeah, it's not too high. It's about 10 feet elevated.
Yeah. And I let down the rope.
Okay.
I'm like, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Okay. I'd say you get about to the top, and the guards come out. The one with the spear, and they have torches, and they start to enter out into this courtyard right here.
Right, so
You
we're
are
behind the
now-
building.
You are
Right.
now up on top of the road here.
Where's Silky? Is Silky with us yet?
Silky's by the stairwell, hidden. She's very small, but she's still. Yeah. What are you all doing? Each of you.
If I were to move right now, would they see me? Do I get that impression?
It'd be close. They're human. They have torchlight, so
I think I am.
actively perceiving though.
I think I'm going to hide where I am, but keep my eye on the group and watch where they go.
All right. Make a stealth check.
How far away are they?
They are about 75 feet, 100 feet.
And we're still like on the side of the buildings here.
Yep, right there.
Okay.
They're making their way over.
Okay.
Go check over there.
Oh wait, I want to cast Mage Armor if it's been longer than 8 hours since the temple to the southwest. I assume it's been about 8 hours since the frog
Yes.
hemoth. We rested for an hour after that fight, and then we did another
Probably
temple.
close. But yeah, you will have to. If you cast a spell, it will be at regular volume, so it might attract attention. You still want to cast it?
Alastor, come on, come on.
I'll hold for a minute on that. I just tell Garathor I don't need it. I have a plan. Just want to communicate
Okay.
that.
Is this two separate buildings?
Yes. Yep.
All right, then I would like to very quickly slip into the space between those two buildings as I see the light starting to come towards us.
Okay.
I'll slip my immovable rod and my rope up on the top, and I'll just lay flat on my stomach on the dark pathway.
All right. Iranae and Garathor make stealth checks.
I'd like to hide as well, please.
All right.
69.
All right. Alastor, you're trying to find a hiding space in this alley, and the guards are getting closer and closer, and you're like, you find like a rock that you can kind of hide behind, and then you see a torchlight. Like you're still looking for a good place to hide, and the torch is up. And they're like, hey, you there? You, stop, come here.
I'm out of their sight momentarily?
No. Well, they at least yelled at you.
They yelled at me. Okay. I'm going to cast Disguise Self and pretend to be older Raven Guard.
Okay. Okay.
Flaming Fist.
So you cast a spell. As soon as you start casting, they're like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And they start to walk forward. And now that I'll say you finished the spell, but you are definitely in torchlight now. And they're holding out there. One of them has a crossbow at the ready, and the other one has a spear.
What in the hell are you doing? Pointing your weapons at me. Weapons down, now.
They squint their eyes.
It's I, Commander Ravengard.
Make a deception check. Oh! Some bad insight rolls.
I heard you guys were getting into trouble out here, and I had to come personally see this mission through.
one of them's like, who is this guy? And the other one's like, I think he's the commander of
You drop and give me 20 right now, son.
This is very suspicious. Sir, can you come and speak to my superior?
I am your superior, son. Now, how about those push-ups?
He's like, Zane, start the push-ups. I'll go get Zagmira. And he turns and he starts heading back.
Hey, you stop right there.
He stops for a second.
You come on back here. We need to strategize together.
I'm gonna go get Zagmira. And he keeps walking.
Sure.
But the other guy is doing push-ups right in front of you.
Can I see Iranae?
You can hear all of this very clearly.
No, but can I see Iranae? Can I like look over?
Iranae disappeared. Make a perception check. Iranae is trying to be stealthy though, so you'd be. Whoa! You can clearly see Iranae like hidden in the shadows, and Iranae even sees you. Like you guys.
I would like to look at Iranae with eyebrows and be like, I'm just looking for a nod, yes or no.
I'm gonna do this. This is what you see. Make of that what you will.
I
the
took
guy
that
get
as
to the barn, and he's like, "Hey, boss, Zagmira, come check this out. I think Alder Ravengard is here. I don't know how, but he wants to speak with you, I think, or I don't know. Come check it out." And then the guy is still doing push-ups in front of you. How many do I have to do, sir?
Yeah, give me another 20 more. Can't believe they send you pathetic, weak imbeciles out here in the jungle so unprepared.
And you doing anything else?
I want to look over at Iranae and just motion to get out and get over by Garathor, and maybe if I can see Garathor also motion to just leave me behind for the time being.
Okay.
I will start monkey crawling during whatever happens next as far north as possible to try to get ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm going to move. I'm going to actually draw for this just to make it easy. I move down this alleyway and over to right here. And then when I see the other two people who I believe are leaving and coming over, get to like here, then I'm going to move and go up and meet up with Garathor.
Okay. Well, while you're doing that, after about a minute, you see two figures emerge out of the barn and start approaching you as the guy's still doing push-ups. You recognize one to be the guy that left, and you see a shorter woman in long robes, and you are pretty sure that you know that this is going to be Zagmira coming up to you.
So, while I know my companions are on the move, I would like to just kind of sneeze under my breath and cast Mage Armor while he's doing push-ups.
Okay. All right, you cast Mage Armor and sneeze right beforehand and maybe after, and you think it's kind of covering it up, but yeah, you cast a spell.
All right, that's enough push-ups. Get up.
Oh, thank you. The two figures approach. They're about 30 feet away now. They can see you.
I approach them as well with this guy. And, Zagmira, is that you?
It is.
It is
Hello
I.
there.
Of course, you already
I
recognize
see
me.
that.
I'm not so ignorant as these pathetic weaklings.
And what brings you to Chult? She approaches in the torchlight. You can see she has her hood up. She's shorter. She has these flowing red robes with a black flaming fist emblem in the middle. You can see, even in this torchlight, that half of her face seems to be a elderly woman, maybe 60s or 70s, and it's kind of wrinkled. You see some scarring. And on the other half of her face, you see a 16-year-old girl with very beautiful, long brunette hair. And on this side is just like ratty old gray, like hag hair. And it seems like her face is split right down the middle.
Ah, Zegmira, as beautiful as ever. Well, I received word that you guys were having a little bit of trouble with a few pesky snake people. I thought that you were a very capable commander and I could put you in charge of this task, but I'm
How
questioning
did
that
you
now.
arrive here, Sir Ravengard?
How would one as capable as myself arrive in such a place?
I would assume it would take weeks by ship.
A capable magic user like you has never heard of a teleportation spell before?
Of course I have, but your presence in the Forbidden City seems highly unlikely. Make a deception check.
Ah! Alright. Oh god. Natural 20. Come on, baby.
Natural 14.
Oh.
Natural 12. Unnatural 14.
All right.
Came out of my mouth wrong.
3.
She's gonna have a bonus on her insight. Oh my god.
You see her start to cast a spell.
I immediately cast Thunderstep. And
I
move 90
immediately
feet.
rage.
Roll initiative. Just Alastor, quickly.
I add my tactical wit, my intelligence
What?
modifier.
She
16.
has +2.
14.
What are you at?
It's 14.
So it happens simultaneously. Wait, no, it's whoever has the higher dex.
I have +2 dex.
Oh, it's the same. Roll a dexterity check to see who goes first. We have to re-roll.
Oh god.
Dexterity. Oh! So at the same time, she starts casting Dispel Magic, and you feel your form start to fade, and like you see Alastor like start to slip from this disguise, but right as it's dropping, you bamf out of there with this huge explosion, and she's like, ah! And she starts looking around that you just barely, and you are dispelled now, you are back to Alastor.
I'd like to think it was right when my face was exposed, and I smile and wink at her, and then I bamf out at that moment.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Wait,
Okay.
what spell did you cast?
I cast
Thunderstep.
Thunderstep, so that's
Oh no.
3d10 thunder damage. Also, the thunder can be heard for 300 feet away. Any creature within 10 feet of me needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Am I within 10 feet?
I
You shouldn't
would
be.
I would hope that you saw me.
Yeah, I was gonna
moving
say I thought you
across the
slipped up with
courtyard.
him. Yeah.
I didn't say anything, so I think I just assumed I stayed by this stairway.
No, but we didn't really have a chance.
We were like
but,
meeting in the open field. I
Yeah,
don't think you'd be 10
no,
feet
but
away.
So Iranae was snuck across the courtyard right in front of Silky. So Silky probably would have taken the hint and headed up with Iranae. Just didn't have a chance to say it.
I
To you,
don't.
Silky.
Uh,
I will allow whenever you saw all this happen. You're stealthed.
You had a 20
Um,
stealth roll.
I did, yeah. Okay, yeah, I will. Once I see Iranae, I will follow Iranae and follow Garathor. Leave my
Okay.
hiding spot.
I
So,
assume they'd be going up in this kind of direction, so that's where I want my 90 feet. I'm gonna use the max distance to get over to that side of the walkway.
okay. You don't know what's on the other side. Do you have to have line of sight for Thunderstep?
No,
You sure?
I'll double check, but that would be kind of
What
weird.
does thunder? I'll just look it up. That sounds like a dope spell.
Oh, unoccupied space you can see within range. So on the walkway, as far as I can to the north.
Yeah. And that's fine. So you take like a couple steps back and you can see quite a ways. And you thunderstep up there. But the spell's happening simultaneously and your form's starting to drop. She says, Alastor? Boof! This huge noise. And you kind of give her a wink and bamf out of there. Go ahead and roll damage. I'll say you can damage all three. And Silky, yeah, you start to head south. Meeting up with Garathor in here.
17, half as much if they pass a DC 15 con save.
Okay, first one is Zagmira. So she gets hit by the full blast, and then the other two are plus. They all fail. Okay, 17 damage to all of them.
Yep.
Okay. One of them like cries out, or like that's what you hear. I guess you can't really see anything anymore, but you hear ah like off in the distance, and this huge thundering noise.
Okay, well, immediately when I land in that space, I would like to probably just jump into a bush on the other side
Okay.
to just
Make
get out of
another
line.
stealth check. And what are the three of you doing?
So we're all kind of up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as soon as that boom happens, sprinting
Yeah.
north.
Dash.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd like to use that distraction to run.
All right.
Either
Well,
Alastor just blew himself up, and I don't know, but there was an explosion, and I was waiting for something magical to happen, and goddamn it, something magical happened, but I don't know the consequences. So yeah, running north.
All right. All three of them are recovering from this damage, and they're like, "Where'd he go?" And Zagmira, you see her look up, and as you guys are sprinting, you're like, "Guards! They're here! Follow them! Spread out!" And you hear a bunch of commotion kind of coming from the barn just as you leave that area.
It's time to hide now.
In my
Oh,
spot, I'd
shit.
like to start casting Liamon's Tiny Hut.
Okay.
I assume I'm like right here.
Yeah.
And if I hear footsteps, if I hear like shortly after I get to that spot, if I hear footsteps, like
Mhm.
in my mind thinking that there's no way the fist would have caught up this quick, then I'll make my presence known to these guys.
Okay. After about 2 minutes of starting to cast this spell, you hear the footfalls and you kind of peer up. Actually, you're pretty hidden, but yeah, actually, you would have to interrupt the spell to go get them because you're hidden in bushes. But you do hear your party kind of like running, and you can hear them like.
Can I call out to them?
I believe that would interrupt the spell as you're incanting.
Yeah, probably. Okay, well, I'll drop it then. I'll say, hey, guys, I'm right here. I'm right here.
Alastor, I feel like we've got to keep going.
All right, let's go.
All right. So you guys are up in that.
So we're right about here, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to aim for this area back in these woods behind it.
Okay.
And I'm pretty fast, so everyone follow me.
You guys are rushing up this path. You guys are gonna have to drop down 10 feet because there's not a staircase, unless you want to. Yeah, actually, you just have to do that.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll jump and catch anybody that needs.
Jump.
So you guys start to make your way down.
I jump and backflip.
Okay, you hear guards now coming up on top of this pathway, and kind of they have torches and lanterns, and you see about 10 to 15 people like now actively searching from this road. You guys all jump down successfully from the pathway, about 10 feet high, and right as you do, you turn, and you hear a boof, boof,
Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
getting louder and louder. And as you look in this direction, you see a giant amphitheater. It seems like an ancient Greek, Roman-style amphitheater with a bunch of rows of seats and a stage. You assume that the noise is coming from the exact area that you wanted to originally go.
As a bad spot. There is a monster. Perhaps we go the other direction?
Through the buildings. I'd like to go through these alleys between the buildings.
You're heading north?
Yeah, north. So like up in this area, but like in this little alley.
That's where the giant footsteps are coming from.
Oh, I thought we
You
were
wanna
like.
try to-
I thought we were like here already. Are we? So we're right here on the ground then.
Yep.
Just go north then and try to get to the cliff.
Wait. Question real quick. So
Yep.
the monsters, I assume it's that bird beast, or do we know yet?
It sounds like it, but we don't know.
It sounds like it. Yeah. Not hard
And
to
then we're right here,
Uh-huh.
and the flaming fists are like right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
This way! This way! I'd like to go up here. I'm gonna
Alright.
run that way. I don't care what you guys do.
I'm gonna hand my pack to Iranae and say, "Don't worry, I'll come get you guys." I'm gonna cast Disguise Self and try. Like, what's a great woodland creature, animal of, like, what would I assume that this big ass beast would like to eat the most in the world?
Probably anything deer, almirage, gazelle, zebra. It's up to you. Well, disguise self is not going to make you an animal. That's going to make you a human.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna disguise self as feathers.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I take Alastor's pack and I sprint after Garathor.
Okay. All
I
of you
sprint
guys-
that way.
You're going that way as well? So you guys are
Yeah.
hiding here. Alastor, you're on the pink circle still?
Yep.
Okay.
And I look like
and you're not hiding, you're just standing there as feathers?
Like a female barbarian right now.
Okay.
I'm like, come after me, you beast! Come after me! I'll fight an honorable death. I'm just gonna make a ruckus.
Watch
All three of
feathers be
you-
on top of it.
All three of you make stealth checks, except for Alastor, you make a performance check.
Damn it.
You're lighting a flare.
Hey!
Yeah, right. Fucking,
You know what happens to that guy, Jeff Goldblum.
he survived. He goes to the second one, beats off some velociraptors, goes to downtown LA.
Pretty good stealth checks, and the performance is fine. These guys slip away, and this dinosaur emerges off the side of the amphitheater. It is towering. It's almost as big as the height of the amphitheater, like 18, 20 feet high, or maybe even 25 feet high. It's huge. And you see it for a second kind of look over at this rustling as you guys make your way north, and it just turns and faces right towards Feathers and looks at you and just lets out a huge roar. What are you doing?
You can't get me, you big stupid beast! Just try! And I'm gonna run directly towards the flaming fist. I'm gonna run right towards the flaming fist the best I can, and try and get
yes.
me.
Okay. Go ahead and roll another initiative check. You
Tactical
plus-
wit, 15.
15.
It's a dinosaur. You know it's gonna have like +9, bro.
Hang on.
Death by honker.
I don't even know if that's a honker, dude. It's a honker hybrid.
Okay, you
Better
are
gas
first
mileage.
to act. It is actively pursuing you and sees you, but you feel like you have a second here to do something.
Run and dash. So 60 feet, please.
Okay.
Dash. Yep. 60 feet of movement
So you make
towards
it about
flaming
you make it
fist.
about to the wall, and it's 10-foot high wall.
Okay, I want to run directly south, not towards the wall, please.
Got it. Okay. You make it about a third of the way there, I'll say.
All right, and I'll just be yelling out like, "An honorable death awaits us all."
Okay. You
Make-
feel like it's gonna be about 2 more turns to get to that staircase.
That's okay. I'm just closing the distance between myself and the flaming fist. That's my goal.
Okay. The Flaming Fist are now up, and they're kind of in this vicinity here. Not quite to the staircase. And this T-Rex sees you, and you start sprinting, and it catches up to you. It is about 40 feet away from you now. After it mad dashes, it's just huge leaps and bounds, roaring and snorting. It's probably going to catch you next turn, you assume, in your mind as you're doing the math.
Okay, no problem. Well, a little bit of a problem, but
Yo, I've had worse. You lie.
okay. So doing the math, if I was to move 90 feet potentially, would that put me out of range? It'd be
You
like
saw it move
120.
pretty far. Roll an intelligence check really quick. All right. You think that it can move 50 feet around, so dashing it's 100 feet.
And it's 40 feet away from me now.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Dash action, another full thing of movement to go 60 feet, and I'm going. So I'll dash 30 feet, and then I will do bonus action Misty Step to just appear 30 feet further, and then I will take my remaining movement, so 90 feet total.
Okay. So that's 130 feet that you move that round?
Correct.
Okay. And you make it up the staircase, to the staircase, and just start to make your way up. After Misty Stepping, you're kind
Do
of
I
at the base of
see
the
flaming fists?
You see them, yes. They're all shouting and kind of looking around.
We got a battle on our hands today, folks. I want to just like give them the feathers crazy eyes. Maybe
Okay.
like a like whatever feathers would do.
All right. You see this T-Rex. You kind of turn around because it is menacing. It lets out another huge roar. And it sprints 100 feet towards you, just bounding. And its jaws are wide open. And it's about... so you moved 130 feet that round away from it after your 40 feet plus the 90 feet.
I moved 90 feet away.
Right,
So
but you were 40 feet away from it already.
Yep.
So it moves 100 feet closer, and it's about 30 feet from you. And it looks at you, and it stops. And you see it start to... This mist starts to form on its body.
No.
And you see it disappear. And right next to you, you see this huge T-Rex, like literally on top of you. And it lets out another roar. And it is right next to you, but you still have a turn to act.
It's right next
It
to
is
me. And does that mean it's
1
right next
foot
to the
away from
flaming
you
fist?
and about to bite down.
Does that mean it's right next to the flaming fist as well?
The flaming fist is about 200 feet away from you on the path, yeah. But
They're 200 feet away? You said they're right up the stairs.
they're like right here. So
So if he's at the top of the stairs,
I'll
right
say
here.
I'll say 100 feet away. 100 feet away.
100 feet away. Okay.
If ever there was a time for an expeditious retreat.
Or a misty step, or
Well, don't
Or a
worry.
GTFO. My
Don't-
favorite spell.
I'm going to burn my last 3rd level spell. I'll do another Thunder Step. I'm going to go 90 feet back where I started running from.
Okay.
And then I will use my remaining 30 feet to go 120 feet total away from this dino.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I'll do another Misty Step too, and go another 30 feet away, and hopefully get close to getting basically back where I started from. But
So Thunder Step, 90 feet, 60 feet of movement, and 30-foot Misty Step.
Thunder Step 90 feet, that's my action. My movement is 30 feet.
Oh, yeah,
so
right.
120, and then
okay.
another 30, so 150.
150. Okay, that's pretty far.
And the dino's going to take 3d10 thunder damage.
All right, go ahead and roll damage.
Save.
It's a con save.
Yep, 15. All right, so half damage, 9.
Okay. 9 damage. Noted. And do you want to roll a stealth check, or do you want to run? Once you get, like, I guess you're kind of walking already with your 30 feet of movement, but
Well, after I land 90 feet away, I'm running that 30 feet, and then I do another 30 feet with the Misty Step.
Right.
And with that Misty Step, I'd like to be kind of in a place where he wouldn't have line of sight for me. I don't know if that would necessarily be a stealth check or if it'd be easy enough to do because I'm just like bamfing there.
right.
I want to be out. My goal is to be out of his sight and then have him be more interested in the Flaming Fist.
Right. So you have to thunder step to a place in line of sight, so there is a chance that he could perceive you.
Well, it'd
North.
be probably behind where he was, I assume, back the way I started. If he was just chasing me that whole time.
Okay. All right. I'll let him make a perception check with disadvantage, and you can roll a stealth check.
Okay.
Okay. He rolled a 12. He does kind of notice you, but now he also, you see him like turning back and forth as he sees this angry flaming fist mob as well. And he's kind of looking back and forth like he still wants to chase you. But
So
that's the last.
If he was to see me and then I immediately disappeared again, would that change the calculus at all?
He knows you're. It's just if he pursues you or not. It's not like he would know exactly where you were. In fact, he'd probably have to search for you again. But
Gotcha.
he just saw something move to the north as he was like looking around after Misty Step or teleported.
No problem.
Okay, you bamf out of sight, and you hear all sorts of chaos and screaming ensue as you make your way to the north and rejoin the party. Ah!
Yeah,
Ah! Run!
that's what the Flaming Fist say.
Yeah, you hear that. And you
Okay.
hear a bunch of loud stomping and some more roars.
I get back to my group and oh, cramp! Oh, I got a cramp! Oh, ow, ow, ow! Oh,
I immediately get down and I start stretching him and massaging his leg. I put him on his back and I'm doing the full leg stretch.
What happened? Are you okay?
Oh, it hurts! Oh.
Well, he didn't get bit in half. We'll call that a win, yeah?
No, run!
Okay, I still don't think we're totally safe here. I think we should try to find
We've got
somewhere
two options.
else.
Yeah, we've got two options. We either go, we find a place, we hide, we hunker down, or we use this opportunity to get into that temple, which is the closest to the Flaming Fist hideout during this distractionary time. Try to get in and out. Not saying either one is better, but those are our two options.
That is actually a very compelling point, Garathor. Because if we can make our way around...
So we go around the top.
Thus, like...
Yeah, and then we go down and we sneak in the back. We try to get into that temple real quick at that thing. We get GTFO. This is a great, because they're going to be licking their wounds for a little bit. They're not going to be looking for us for a little bit.
I used most of my abilities, but whatever
I
you guys,
understand,
whatever
Alastor.
you guys, no, whatever you guys choose, it's fine. Let's do it. I'm pumped up, man. I'm pumped. Oh, did you see that?
Other than Alastor, is everyone else feeling pretty healthy? That was awesome, Alastor.
I'm 100%, but I don't really want to go. If there's a monster in there, if our wizard's not 100%, it's not good.
I'm a master tactician.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I think.
Okay.
I think we go for the cube. That's right next to their base. This might be the only opportunity we ever get.
Alive right now.
You guys are making a run for it?
Iranae, your call.
Let's do it.
So we would like to go around the top and try to, and not moving super discreetly because there's a giant T-Rex screaming in the background and men yelling and shouting. So we're kind of moving at a hastily pace.
We can start stealthing again once we start coming down this, or I assume we'll go all the way.
I say we go all the way around, yeah. Yeah, we're going to come up and down here.
Right. As you guys make your way around here, and you kind of take a glance up the path and look down, you can still see the torchlight and stuff. You do see this large, massive figure. You see, like, smoke and fires pluming. And from the courtyard area, right south of that barn, you start to see, like, all this magical fire bolts and blasts, like, flying up and hitting the T-Rex, and it just keeps getting angrier and angrier. You see a couple bodies, like, flying up in the air. Ah! It seems like it's a huge battle. And you just barely see that before you clear and you start to make your way south into the city.
Iranae, can I get my pack?
Oh yeah, here you go. And who the hell was that?
Oh, she's bad news. Very powerful mage. My teacher back in the day. Evil as fuck. And hopefully she gets chomped up because that would be our best case scenario.
All right.
Yeah, let's keep moving.
Oh, I'm sweating so much, guys. Oh god.
All right.
Here, I made special water, and I give him my water skin.
I
Just
drank
regular
all of
water. Wasn't that really good water?
It's excellent water. Thanks, Garathor.
You're welcome.
Oh, I might start hitting the gym after this. That got me motivated. Yeah, probably not. All right, let's go.
All right. So we make our way down the bottom side on the right of the temple.
All right. They're completely distracted. There's no need for stealth checks. It takes about 10 minutes, but you make it to the shrine. And there's a kind of a courtyard. You take a look to the left and right. It's a small open space, but you don't see anything.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Emerald Dragon. A story of battle and chaos and love. Deception, trickery, nature, medicine, and investigation. 4 adventurers, a large dinosaur, an angry mob of icy dicks. Who will come out on top? Will the adventurers survive? Will they learn the secrets of the tomb? Only time will tell, and may the dice ever tell the story.
Wow. All right. Luke, you may have a D4 inspiration for that. I've never given out inspiration in my entire life. That'll be the one and only time.
Thanks for setting the bar so high, man.
You're welcome. Good luck in Strahd. Tune in next week.
My theater degree to good use. Oh my god.
You guys head north after you circle down around this area of buildings, which you presume to be a shrine. As you take a closer look, Carvings of monkeys hanging by their tails decorate 2 cracked obelisks that stand before a shrine enclosed by broken walls. Past the obelisks is a courtyard filled with horsetails and arum lilies. 5 archways open into darkness at the base of the rune. Mounted above the central arch is a stone plaque bearing a familiar to you, Alastor, Old Umoan cuneiform inscription.
I would like to read the inscription, please.
It is small enough that you have to walk up to it and kind of stand next to it to read it.
I would like to survey this area for hazardous things and approach the inscription, please.
Okay. Well, you have those 2 obelisks. Are you guys all looking at the map?
Yep.
Okay. There's the 2 obelisks right in front of you, and you see the 5 doorways right at the edge of the shrine there, and then the inscription on an archway. Would you like to approach, Alastor?
Iranae, do you think you can survey this area for traps, please?
Absolutely. I'd like to go up and take a minute to check around each one of these 5 doorways.
Okay. As you start to approach forward and you walk between these 2 obelisks, you hear the sound of screaming monkeys. Like a whole armada of monkeys. And it's just like deafening to you, and it sounds like they're about to go to war. And it's just coming from these 2 obelisks.
Does that continue
can we all hear
if I push past?
You guys can all hear it.
Iranae, come back. Iranae, come back.
All right, I'll push forward so I'm past them, and then if it doesn't stop, I'm retreating.
Okay. It starts to get a little... right there, it's still the same volume. Just screaming.
Come back, come back.
You feel like you're about 10 feet from these obelisks, so you're pretty close.
All right, you know what? I'm just gonna take like 2 steps right into this doorway.
Okay. Make a perception check. You see a long hallway in front of you, and it gets pretty dark after that. You felt like the monkeys started to die down a little bit, but then Garathor starts to approach, and you hear these screaming monkeys start to get louder and louder again.
Okay, I will come back, and I will direct the party to come around to the right with me and see if we can evade this.
The monkeys start to die down a little bit. It's getting quieter.
You go ahead, Garathor. We'll see what happens.
I'll come all the way around to here.
Okay. Like, hoo-ha, hoo-ha, hoo-hoo.
Okay. We will walk. I'll tell Silky to follow me. We'll go that way, and I'll tell Silky this must be the temple of Wongo, the monkey god.
109 years to figure that one out.
Well,
Monkey
actually,
gods.
oh no, I'm gonna say. Okay.
All right.
Roll a history check, Alastor.
Be familiar with the Chultan gods, Paul?
What?
Would I be familiar with the Chultan gods too? With my no. Okay, cool.
No. Well, do you have any proficiencies, intelligence based?
Religion.
Religion? That's a possibility. I'll let you roll some things for religion, for some of these things. So just ask me what you want to do. With that history check, you would know that Wongo is actually a Sioux monster, which is a monkey with 4 arms and has psychic abilities. Alastor.
Alastor is immediately more nervous than he was, as he recalls. I'd like to approach the inscription, please. Close enough to read it.
Okay. You guys approach. If you're staying along the edge of the wall, you don't hear any monkeys coming in from this way. Alastor, as you approach it, the inscription you see, it says Wongo's Shrine in Old Umoan, and below that it says, "Better to be Wongo's friend than his enemy."
I'm cool with Wongo.
Yeah, Wongo's alright.
While he's reading that, I just kind of want to, sticking to the side, move towards the front and just kind of peek inside, see if there's a hallway.
There are 5 hallways. Iranae, what are you doing? Well, they're kind of making their way up.
I'm going to take another step.
Okay. Are you... Okay. As you guys peer down these hallways, they look covered in cobwebs. Like, these
I
ones
look at Garathor.
covered in cobwebs, not moss, but more just cobwebs, like really thick cobwebs.
Garathor, you can't burn down Wongo's cobwebs. He wouldn't like that very much.
Of course.
It's not what a friend would do.
Wongo, Wongo, Wongo. What are these bars in front of me?
Nope. It's just stairs.
These are stairs?
It's just a step.
I'll take a step in going, Wongo, Wongo, Wongo.
Okay. You take a step in, you see a lot of cobwebs. Like, if you take another step, you're going to be faced into cobwebs.
I'll come back in, or come back out. I'll try to go towards Iranae. Do the obelisks do anything?
Nope.
Okay. Iranae, we don't have too much time. I can take the front if you want.
All right.
So I will clamber around. I will make sure that I'm looking around at all times to make sure that my danger sense is, in use. I will not be surprised by anything that I can see. So I'm making sure that my eyeballs are open.
All right.
And I'm just gonna go Wongo, Wongo, Wongo,
Right.
Wongo.
Wongo approved, wherever he is.
Wongo is my friend, and my friend is Wongo. Wongo is my friend, and my friend is Wongo.
All right. How many steps are you going forward?
I'm going to the end of the hallway.
Okay. You take 2 more steps forward. You're checking. You don't seem to see anything in the floor or on the walls. And a room opens up. A 10-foot stone statue of an evil-looking monkey balances on his tail atop of stone dais in the middle of a 20-foot-high chamber. The statue's limbs are splayed, with hands and feet cupped, like this. On the wall behind, a sculpted relief shows a monkey-like creature tearing into a giant serpent. Cuneiform Old Umoan inscriptions are carved above and below the relief. 4 masks of painted stone protrude from the walls. They depict the heads of a lion, a zebra, a boar, and a vulture. So as you take one more step into the room, Garathor, you see these 4 masks.
Lion, zebra, boar, and what else?
Vulture.
Okay.
I immediately think I know what's going on, and I will come back out, and I would like to go in front of Silky and start walking down this hallway, going Wongo, Wongo, Wongo.
There's a lot of cobwebs.
I'm walking through them. Wongo,
Okay.
Wongo,
Right.
Wongo.
Start to get like wrapped up, like they're coating you. You look like Frodo in Lord of the Rings after about 2 steps.
Wongo, wongo, wongo.
All right. You make your way up to the end of the corridor.
Mhm.
You can't see it all. You have to take like 3 or 4 minutes just to like clear off. There's cobwebs all over you now. But you see a mask in front of you. Like you see two. Actually, you can't tell it's a mask from this side, but you already saw the mask on the other side. You can kind of put it together. What you see is 2 eye holes, and then like a place to put your face. Like when you go to the optometrist, or like, and they do that glaucoma test, and you put your head in that thing. That's what it looks like.
What? So it's like
Yeah.
an inverted mask.
Yes, with 2 eye holes, and then a face place.
Oh, I'd like to investigate it to see if there's spikes at the end of these little eye holes.
Make an
Meanwhile, I'd
investigation
like to make my way into the main chamber and start looking at these inscriptions, please.
Sure.
I will also do that.
I think Garathor went to check out one of the masks, but I'm not sure.
All right.
I'm kind of curious about the other paths outside. Should I stay with you, or can I go down one and see what happens?
Go take a look, but bring a stick or something. There's a lot of cobwebs.
I just turn my spear around to the dole end,
So,
and then I'll walk out and start walking up this path.
Alastor, at the base of this statue of this evil-looking monkey with 4 hands like this, or both his hands cupped and both his feet cupped, you see Wongo's friend knows where to pour the water. And you notice a golden cup kind of at his feet, just sitting there. It's about this big.
All right. Is there any other inscription in the room?
That's it.
All right, Iranae. Wongo's friend knows where to pour the water. You see that cup right there?
Yeah, see?
Where do you suppose we get the water from?
I'm
As
thinking.
you like look over, you notice there is some liquid in the cup already.
Oh. Looks like somebody already filled his cup.
Either that or the cup's always full. Can never be sure.
Can I
Garathor-
see? Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Did you roll investigation, did I tell you, or perception?
You said. No, that was my last one.
Yeah.
Investigation.
As you investigate this mask, you don't see the spikes that you were looking for that would jam into your eyes if you put your face in it. You do not see
Can I tell what mask this is, or does it look like anything?
You can't tell, but you took a glance from the other side, and you assume that this is the zebra-looking mask.
Oh, okay. I will exit and I will start clearing the cobwebs in this. Go
Okay.
ahead, sorry.
And I will
Before
go
you
up this
leave,
one.
As you're still checking that mask, you don't see the spikes, but above the mask, you do see an inscription. Again, in Old Umoan.
And I can't read it. Okay.
You cannot read it.
Then I tell you what, I'll go back. I will tell Alastor that I found an inscription I cannot read
All right.
above a mask.
I think we need to pour the water from this cup at a certain location, and perhaps you said you could see through that mask, Garathor?
I didn't peek my head through. Could I see light in those eye holes?
You could see light.
Okay. Yes, you see these, and I go over to the zebra mask right here, and I go show them. Yes, so this goes to the last pathway. I'm assuming that this one up here is where the other pathway goes to. What did the inscription you see read?
It says Wongo's friend knows where to pour the water. I assume one of these masks, one of these creatures is Wongo's friend, and will determine the location to pour the water when we peer through it. But let me go check out that inscription. Maybe that'll give me more of an idea. I'm gonna go back over this way, please.
And I'll start
I'm gonna
clearing
ask the other guys
cobwebs.
to start clearing. Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Silky, can you clear the other one?
I'm working on it.
All right. Are you guys, Garathor, are you just walking through again, or are you guys?
No, I'm trying to clear him with my great or no, I've got a glaive. I pull out my glaive.
Okay. All right. So it takes you a few minutes, but you can clear it. Silky, you're clearing it as well.
Yes, I use the base of my staff to just kind of twirl it around, kind of do that cotton candy thing at the end of my staff.
All right.
Yep.
Well, as a kobold, you're probably eyeing it up at the end, like I kind of want to see how it tastes.
Yeah, I probably take a bite.
Oh, it's silky. What do you know? Tastes silky. All right. So you guys clear your hallways. Alastor, above the zebra inscription, you read, "My only friend starved to death in Old Umoan."
I'd go to the next hallway and try and investigate the other masks.
You go to the vulture, which Garathor just cleared, and that mask says, "One of the others has no friends." You go to the boar, which Silky just cleared, and it says, "The vulture is lucky to be alive." And then the final one, which is the lion, which I assume someone cleared, says, "I ate one of the boar's friends." So going from left to right, I'll read them again. The lion mask on the left says, "I ate one of the boar's friends." The boar, which is next to the lion, says, "The vulture is lucky to be alive." The zebra, next to that, says, "My only friend starved to death." And the final vulture one says, "One of the others has no friends."
I relay this information to the others. Got a good old-fashioned riddle on our hands, team.
What said my only friend starved? That was
My
a
only
zebra?
friend starved to death, the zebra. Yep.
Okay.
Was there anything else in the main hall besides the monkey statue? This object behind it, is that something?
Nope.
Oh man. Lion, I ate one of the boar's friends. Boar, vulture is lucky to be alive. Zebra, my only friend starved. And vulture, one of the others has no friend. So the boar had friends.
Is it a good time to stick our faces in the mask and see if that has anything? We haven't tried that yet. Or do you think it might activate something?
I think that looking through the masks would probably just indicate which hand we need to pour the water in, if I had to guess.
We need to figure out which one of these is Wongo's friends.
Maybe looking through the eyes will help us determine that.
But which one? Which eyes are gonna give us the right solution?
We can see what each has to offer, and maybe that'll give us a clue.
I'm gonna keep thinking about this, but Silky, go for it.
I'll make my way through the boar.
Okay.
And I just kind of try to peek through the board. Well, I'm gonna check the mask for suspicious things.
Cup,
Yeah.
2 eye holes.
I take off my own mask.
You have to push your face right up to the stone
You
in order to be able to see.
a red barn in the distance, down a path.
I used to work for an eye doctor. This is triggering. Continue.
Open wide.
Throw that air in there.
Okay, what are you doing?
First I just want to inspect the mask and see if there's basically look for traps. Is this mask going to poke me in the face?
Okay, make an investigation check. specifically looking for traps on the mask. You don't find any.
Okay, cool. I will stick my face in the mask, tippy toe, pulling up.
All right. You slip your chin onto this place that holds the mask, or the kind of imprint in place of the stone, and you slowly put your head forward, and you feel like the cold stone all around your face, and you put your eyes up to the eye hole. It feels very cold and uncomfortable. But as you put your head through the bore, you see a blue ray. You look into the room and you see a blue ray of light suddenly kind of appear from the ceiling right above the statue. And it shines down on the left foot of the statue.
Do the others see that, or is it just me?
You don't know, but yeah, you see.
Hey, can they hear me? Like if I yell? Hello? Can you hear me?
Iranae, you can definitely hear.
Yeah, what's up?
Do you see a blue light shining off the ceiling?
Nope.
No, I do not.
Okay, I see through this mask a blue light shining on the monkey's left foot. I think we all need to look through the masks. Maybe that'll tell us where each of them want us to put the water? That'll give us at least the options, the locations that this could be true at.
There's 4 masks and 4 hands. I assume they're gonna each point to a different hand.
That's
And the
probably
correct
true.
mask will be the solution to this puzzle.
I think it's the lion, but I'm not sure, guys.
Alright, so the zebra, his only friend starved to death, so he got nothing.
But I'm guessing the lion ate the zebra,
Well, but
and he was
We
friends
don't-
with the boar.
we don't know what happened to the boar.
No, the
think the
boar.
boar
No, the
starved
boar's
to
still
death.
alive. Well, it could be.
Yeah, so the boar was not.
So the boar and
zebra's
zebra were
friend.
friends,
No,
and then the vulture says the other has no friends.
The lion
Because-
has no friends.
So the lion has no friends.
but the zebra's only friend starved to death.
I think the boar starved to death.
And was eaten
but
by the
what-
vulture?
But what gives that indication, though?
Nothing. But here, like, I'm also looking at a more simple. It's like a lion, a boar, a zebra, and a vulture. A lion and a vulture would have no friends, but the vulture says one of the others has no friends. The zebra and boar both have implied that they have friends, leaving the lion and vulture on the outside. The vulture says one of the others has no friends. So, wait, it says a friend of Wongo.
Yeah, we need to figure out which one of these is Wongo's friend.
Oh. It'd be the vulture then, because the vulture says one of the others has no friends, which would be the lion.
If you're confident,
I think it's the vulture.
I do not understand the logic.
actually, though, if the boar did starve to death, then the vulture would be lucky that he to be alive when he found
That's
it.
what I was
Vulture
thinking.
is
Yes.
lucky to be alive.
So because the vulture ate the boar.
Which means that, yeah, that's correct. The vulture
So,
is the answer.
It's the vulture. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna look through the vulture mask and see what cup is illuminated or what.
DM,
mark.
as Alastor, can I confirm with an intelligence check that makes sense?
Not for this.
Big oof. I think it's the vulture too.
I would like to put my head through the vulture hole to see which arm or leg is illuminatied.
You see a faint blue light coming from the ceiling, illuminating the left hand.
I will then go
The top left.
left hand, which would be above because he's balancing on his tail.
And her foot, yep.
Okay.
stand.
Cool.
Guys, since this is me who is confident or semi-confident, I will place it in there in case anything bad happens. But everybody be on the ready.
Garathor. Pour the water. Pour the water in his hand.
I will pour the water from the golden chalice into the left hand.
We love you,
Okay.
Wongo. We all love you very much.
And I'm going, Wongo, Wongo,
Wongo,
Wongo.
Wongo. You pour the water into Wongo's left outstretched hand like this, and you see liquid start to pool. As you do this, Alastor, Iranae, and Silky, you disappear. You are gone. And you find yourselves, your heads locked into place. And you can only assume that you are in one of the masks. Silky, it's very familiar since you already looked through. Your head is locked, and you immediately instinctively try to push, and you can't. And your head is just locked into, yours is actually in the boar's head mask, and you can't get your face out. And Alastor, you looked through the zebra. So you immediately teleport over to the zebra, and you feel like, once again, your head is locked into place, and no matter how hard you push, you cannot get away from it. And Iranae, you are in the vulture, and you can all see Garathor pouring the water. And I need for you guys, for a second here, complete silence, because you have no idea what's going on. And you cannot speak. You can only witness Garathor in this room here. And you hear a loud monkey cackle, Garathor. You've solved the riddle. You just hear voices like this crazed monkey voice echoing inside the chamber as the statue just stands still and still has its liquid water poured into it. It says, "Now you must pass the test. Which of your friends would you like me to curse? And be quick about it."
Kobold. I choose Kobold.
You choose.
I knew,
Kobold.
I knew he was gonna do it.
Silky, all three of you immediately feel your faces release, and Silky, as your face releases, you look down, and you see that you don't have hands and legs anymore, but you see a long snout in front of you, and you try to breathe, and it's a little bit hard, and you're like, and you're very confused, and your intelligence is way down. You don't really know what's going on anymore for the time being. And the two of you, you feel like your faces just release, and you're fine. You saw this happen, and you kind of heard it, so you can presume what happened to some degree.
Cool.
Get the cube! Get the cube!
I don't know. I haven't seen Silky yet. I just said Kobold. I'm like, oh fuck, shit. Do I see a cube?
A cube appears as the liquid drains out of the left hand, in his left hand.
Is the gold cup still by the feet?
Yep.
I'll grab the cube and the gold. Yeah, I'm gonna grab the cube and take the gold cup with me, and run.
Okay.
I'm just gonna fucking run. Get out the building.
Okay. All three of you guys run out of the building and kind of reconvene in a panic, and you're like, "Oh, we're all okay." And
I'm
you,
like, "Where's
look around.
Silky?" I look around, I'm like, "Where's Silky? Where's Silky?"
I, as a freaked out boar, just burst out of the path and just start squealing and running around in circles.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my! What in the hell is that?
I look back. I'm like, do you guys know what happened in that room?
Yeah, we fucking watched it happen, Garathor. Grab her!
Fuck!
Grab her!
And I grab the boar.
Make an animal handling check.
Get over here!
You grab Silky, and Silky, you were really panicked, but This actually behaves like a polymorph spell. You don't know how long, or if it's permanent, or if it's a curse, but you still have your senses and faculties to some degree, but you're just very low intelligence and wisdom and charisma.
Awesome. I probably just start like calming down in Garathor's arms, and then you just kind of look up at him with really big eyes, and it just starts snorting, really confused, scared, and sad.
I'm like, I'm sorry. And I look up at the group, I'm like, all right, so time to go. And I toss the cube to Alastor, and I just start running east towards the river, knowing that that's going to be our next destination for another...
Wait, yeah, about half a mile. I don't know. Where were we on this map? After some time, I'd like to find some brush and ritual cast Liamon's tiny hut.
Yeah, I think that's the goal, is to cross this. Yeah, go up here. Right there looks perfect to Liamon's tiny hut.
Okay. You guys make your way northeast, climbing up the stairs to another elevated path.
As we're leaving, any indication what was happening with the flaming fists and the
I would say this whole ordeal took about 20 minutes, and when you guys step out, it is quiet.
Okay.
Dead quiet. Just the familiar sounds of the jungle.
Can I talk? I'm assuming I can't talk.
You cannot talk.
Cool.
You can snort. You guys make your way up to the path, or up the path into the bushes, where Alastor starts to cast Liamon's tiny hut. You look down. Silky is still a boar. As you leave Garathor, right as you take your first step outside the shrine, the cup immediately vanishes from your hand. Gone. And as the hut gets set up, and you look down, Silky, and look at each other, see the puzzle cube in your hand, feeling like you did a pretty good job, you evaded death. That is where we will end tonight's session.
Man, I really hope Alastor can make curses.
No comment.
You're the newest to the party. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're a 6-year-old kobold. He studied for 109 years.
Wongo, it's called the test of friendship. No one would have got cursed if you would have volunteered yourself.
Well, this island can suck a nut. This island can suck a nut.
Oh my! I mean, it makes sense. We had a nice little bickering rapport, but oh my god.
Garathor was more like Ignatius.
Yeah, I
the
know.
moment that he said, "Who do you want cursed?" I knew he was going to say me. I knew it.
I thought of every reason why to get Alastor, and he was closest because he was almost out of spell slots.
Amazing.
But I figured.
I mean, I'm the healer,
who would Garathor mostly be? You know, Garathor's trying to accomplish a mission. I have a chapter in the book called "Kill All Kobolds." Like, so it's you're really already throwing me for a loop.
You have lost Silky's trust.
I'm
An
sure.
exciting evening once again, folks. Thank you all for tuning in.
Oh, we're still live.
Yeah.
We will have a hearty discussion in our post-session. I'm sure of it. Thank you for everyone who tuned in tonight. We are the Emerald Dragon. We play every Monday night. We'll be picking up with Curse of Strahd next week and back in this crazy jungle action the week after that. So please tune in and follow us next time. Until then, be safe out there.
Until next time, brothers.
Peace.